What up, what up, what up, what up?
Yo, what's up? I wasn't ready for us to be here. Hello?
Habibis!
How long have they just been muted? We just haven't been able to talk to them. How long have the people been waiting?
How long you guys been waiting? Y'all been waiting? I feel like we just started.
Yeah, we just started.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. The people can hear
Wow.
you. Listen, here's
Look at that
the
picture of me.
little shocking news. Okay?
Yeah.
I was trying to help because my wife's in the other room. She's working. She was trying to pull the podcast up. She couldn't find our channel.
I know, you have to put like our names on it.
No. It was on an incognito browser, and it said something. Some results are hidden because restricted mode is on or something. I said, YouTube? What the hell are you doing?
We're getting censored.
Are we getting censored right now?
With the crap they have, on YouTube, the smut that they have on YouTube, and they censor us.
We're gonna talk about it today.
We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about some of the smut.
Hey, YouTube's preemptively shutting us down because they know what we have. They literally know what we have on them.
They know.
And she
They
said,
know we
you know
got
what
dirt
she
on
said
them.
too? She goes, I look at you guys every week. This is new, that you're restricted. So
Wow.
the Drip Podcast legitimately let me know if we have lower views than usual. We know why. YouTube goes, hey, they bonk us on the head. They go, no, sir, you can't tell the people what's up.
Yeah, they can't do that. And we got to see what happens when she types in kitty smut.
Yeah, dude. Hey,
Are they blocking that?
Yeah. YouTube,
What happens?
you
Yeah,
have some
YouTube.
explaining to do.
No respect. They have no respect.
YouTube is about to go to jail. They think they're going to send us to algorithm jail. Well, I got news for them right now.
Yeah, no.
Susan,
not allowed.
hello.
They need to get on top of their shit. Prison, dude. Yo, we already got $5. Andrew, imagine sleeping on the Drip Podcast. Couldn't be me. Very good, Andrew.
Facts,
Coming
dude.
in on time.
Facts.
Coming in early.
facts.
I like the people that come in early.
Yeah,
That's nice.
yeah. I like that. Here,
That's
let me
nice.
look this up. Let me actually see if she's like,
See what
maybe
see what
she has
these
some
YouTube
weird setting going on.
maniacs
Let's look
are
up
doing.
the Drip Podcast incognito browser.
Okay, let's see what's up.
I'm seeing it.
Okay. Fair.
I'm seeing it. What's going on here?
Fine. Fair enough. Incognites, eh?
Yo, look at that.
Drip.
Look at that thumbnail, huh? Look at that thumbnail. Why are you so
if you do
huge?
podcasts-
Why are you so huge, Amish? Chill.
You know what? My
Shrinking you to
setup right now.
size.
I got a new setup. Yeah, make me smaller. I got a new setup. It's beautiful though. You feeling the HD? It should
feeling
be
the
coming in
HD.
clearer. It should be
No,
coming a little
I
clearer.
think you're just as unclear as you've always been. Yo, right off the tippity top, let's
Well,
talk about what we're getting into today, okay?
Let's do it.
Topics. We're organized now, guys. This ain't no amateur organization. We've got topics.
2021, baby.
Hey,
coming up.
2021, me and Amish are taking this very seriously. Today, on The Drip, we're talking about OnlyFans has a guru now? We're talking, I like to make everything into a question.
like that.
Bitcoin astrology, question mark? We've got, it's dumb. We've got people made songs for us. The Drip has theme songs now. One of them is going to become our outro.
Songs for us.
Maybe we should even vote on which one's going to become our outro. We'll do that. We're having Tom Nash on later. We're going to talk about
Okay.
Dan Bilzerian's lies, potentially, allegedly,
Uh-oh.
maybe.
Uh-oh.
We're going to go ahead and have Revolutionary Thinking on for a massive bombshell scam
That's nice.
rehab.
That's
First
nice.
episode of Scam Rehab.
Yep.
Amish, we're talking about the kitty smut on YouTube, which is out of hand, and I'm so sick of it. I uncovered this. I tweeted it. Anyway, we'll get into it. It's
We'll get into it.
It honestly is shocking. And during that part, trigger warning, right? This ain't grandma's podcast. We're talking about real stuff, real issues.
Yeah, it's gonna get real today.
It's gonna get real. No,
what choice did we have? Our hands are tied when YouTube does these attacks on the community.
Quite frankly, YouTube knew this
frankly,
was coming. They were
they're
smart
asking
to
for
try to bring us down, but we've got the power of the Drip Army and
Mm-hmm.
the congregation. Listen, Amish, look what the congregation did for us. Look at this.
Do you mean you Badger? Oh, there's that. There's another.
They
there's
created
another
a song
thing.
for us.
That's amazing.
Look at this. Look at this. This
That's
is on
amazing.
CoffeeZilla_GG subreddit. It's called Algorithm. I secretly like this is by you. I like communism.
That's a weird look. I appreciate the sound and the tone and everything. I don't need I don't know why that's in there. Look, it's a great song.
We all know why it's in there.
It's a good track.
Come now, baby, to my ashram. Your life you'll dedicate. Daily you'll meditate.
This is fire, Dad. Fire.
It's a rap. I'm coming up with an app. Now shake that bum in proper rhythm. Algorithm.
This makes the subs go up.
What
this
is
song is a
this?
prayer. It's a prayer to the algorithm.
This
It's
is.
a prayer. It's a mantra. It's beautiful. I'm not communist. I mean, I'm a Patel, so we invented capitalism. I'm just saying.
Now shake that bum with the proper rhythm.
That's a good rhyme. It's a great track, dude. It's a beautiful track.
Fire track. Whoever
fire
made that,
track.
just
There's so much love coming
It's
in right
incredible.
now. You Badger just gave us our $5. Now that the vaccine is coming, the yogic flying will happen, right, boys? Yeah. 2021 is the year.
dude. The
2021
yogic flying has been literally the hypest thing that never happened. You could basically title it that. It's the
We'll do
greatest
it.
idea. We never got to do it because obviously Amish, he's
COVID?
locked up. COVID,
COVID?
baby.
But I feel like I should come to America now. Now might be the time. If
Dude,
I
you need to
pitch
come for the
algorithm.
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 Dude, Joe Rogan's in Austin. Just come to Austin, dude, and you can just come by for the
Yeah.
podcast. Just drive down for the podcast.
Yeah, no, and one of our previous scam rehab survivors
Mm-hmm.
is saying, come down. I got a place. He wants to get a place on 6th Street in Austin.
Do it, dude. It's the heart.
Apparently
It's
it's
where all
party
the stuff
time.
is going on right now.
Very sexy.
You're gonna love it.
Sounds like fun, dude. The ticket's $200 US, which is
Listen,
not
I
bad.
would wait till you're vaccinated, maybe.
People are saying that vaccine's not. It's going to take years, maybe, to get to us, or maybe like a year.
I don't
No,
believe
it's
any of
gotta
that,
come.
dude. It's got to
gotta
come
come.
sooner than that, baby.
This is I gotta. I you know what?
It's
I remember
fine.
when I had to get tested. I just talked my way into getting tested. Maybe I'll just talk myself into a vaccine. You just gotta go because
Yeah.
I got tested at a drive-through place, and they were like, "This is for emergencies," and I was like, "Well, I gotta work on this show tomorrow," and they're like, "Oh, okay, cool." And they just did it.
Yo, can everybody, because we're getting censored right now by Wojcicki, can everyone
Yeah.
drop a like on this video, please? You're
Hit
gonna
that
help us
like.
with the algorithm, the algorithm.
Algorithm.
Come on, drop a like with us, boys.
This the result of capitalism. I see it greatly like communism. Come now, baby, to my ashram.
Okay.
Your
Yeah, Susan really doesn't want us to succeed. She doesn't like what we've uncovered about her. But what are we getting into first? I mean, are we just jumping? I feel like
I don't know. Chris F just gave us $5. We got so many great stories for the people today. We got so many great stories. What do we want to? Yeah, OnlyFans course I think is a sexy place to start. Look, man, we've been talking about getting more women on the show. 2021, more equality, more gender. You know what I mean? We got
Right.
to be even here. We got to be
Right.
fair on both sides.
right. So
We're covering a lot of the men's group, these men con artists, and there's probably more of them too. But we are missing these women, dude. There's a lot of con artist women out there, and they're aggressive.
I don't know who you're talking about there.
I'll tell you, man. Anand's the Anand's cult that he was in. It was like this California lady. Like she's just looks so nice. She's like, yo, I'm gonna turn you
Yo,
into a success.
girls pull the tightest scams. Yeah, absolutely. They got it on
Right?
lock. Because you know
They're
what?
really good
They
at it.
do ride that line very well of seeming like, oh, maybe this person really cares. And then they get you.
They're bubbly. They're fun. It's hard to catch them. You know.
So with the let's pull up the OnlyFans course, okay?
Let's see it. Let's see it.
So this is something that I found recently. Okay,
Yeah.
Amish. I see this guy basically saying, courses have gone too far. I'm thinking, what could you be possibly talking about? And then
Said courses. I love courses.
yeah, courses. I love courses, but what could take things to the next level? And then I see this.
Right.
Emma Rose, I just made my OnlyFans course 50%
50%
off so everyone can learn how to pay their bills as content creators in 2021. Enjoy, heart.
Do you
And
think
then
she went-
and then a bunch of the stuff is like, oh, this girl's so fire. Like, this is so cool, whatever.
Yeah.
And I was
Yes.
like, what is this? What is this girl doing? Okay, so let's
Yes,
watch
support female entrepreneurs. Yes, I
it.
like it.
No. No. You know
So
what
you-
is
so you
true?
hate women?
These courses always
hate
come
women?
out when the original thing ain't as good as it used to be. Right? OnlyFans, girls were making millions, dude.
Okay.
It's like you got on and you snapped a picture of your left pinky toe, and guys are flooding in to give you hundreds of
Oh,
millions
yeah.
of dollars.
It's
now
over.
there's too many people on the site that if you're not like famous celebrity, you know, and getting like wild,
Yeah.
you're not making the money.
Look, if you're taking a class, it's not gonna work. Like at that point, it's like mass market. It's like everyone's doing it. It's kind of passe at that point. If someone can have the content for a course, it's a little bit passe. And I love how they pull that angle though. The women do pull that angle. Remember the woman we had from Australia who had Kevin O'Leary? She had the Kevin O'Leary tape off the top. And
Oh,
she,
yeah. Yeah.
And then she goes, "Thanks, Kevin." Like even though she paid for it on OnlyFans, "Thanks, Kevin." Her ads, dude. She goes, "Help support female entrepreneurs."
Oh,
Women
that's
can do it
very
too.
smart. Very smart.
Women
Yeah.
can do it too. You know, like you got to play that angle, dude. Female entrepreneurship, female.
But
like, they're
but
gonna
in
do
this
it.
case, the buyers are women, and so she doesn't pull that card because she knows that like.
Oh, weren't you saying the comments were a little bit like that, where they were like,
Oh,
"Go,
the
girl, you
the
can
comments
do
were
it."
like, "Girl power, love this generation of content creators." Haha. It's like, dude, she's just like the 10,000th person to learn who Russell Brunson is. And it's
Yeah.
like everybody learns who Russell Brunson is, and the next day they create OFX.life. Let's watch.
Hey guys, I'm Emma and I'm a
Stop. Why does it sound like there's an industrial fan in the background while she's trying to talk?
Hey,
Look,
she's 15 working on her
turn
first
off the
scam. Give
kitchen
her a
fan,
minute.
buddy. Turn it
It's-
off. I can't hear
she's
you.
15, she's 15 years old. She's working on the first scam. The audio, baby, fix up the audio.
Fix up the audio. Listen to this.
top 1% creator on OnlyFans.
What does that
I help
sound?
people just like you make a livable
I can't
income on
hear you.
OnlyFans without even
You
getting
put a
paid.
mic right here.
You might be wondering how I've done that. So I built OFX
here we go.
as a blueprint that helps you build, manage, and grow your OnlyFans, all while working on your own time wherever you want.
Why do you just have college football playing here? Like, if this is set up, play your, I don't know.
I feel
Do
like she
something
knows that
else.
she's getting boys, though. I think she's getting
No,
boys
she's
because
getting, no. Why would a boy pay for this? Girls are paying for this primarily because they're primarily on OnlyFans.
Right. I'm thinking because
That's why I'm
she's
saying it's bad
hot,
marketing.
And you get a lot of like horny young boys being like, "Can I help you? Can I love your class?" Like you get a
No,
lot
they
of
would just
cucky.
go, like, if you have a bunch of simps in the chat, they would just go to her OnlyFans because she's.
Right. So
So
she's
that
learned how to
doesn't
get
make
the OnlyFans with that. Here, you're saying maybe her daytime marketing, which is for the OnlyFans,
Her
is
marketing
spilling
just
over-
ain't tight. It just ain't
It's
tight.
spilling
Anish.
over
That's a
into
possibility.
her sales marketing.
You-
Yeah, no, she's 15.
She's
Give her a
not
minute.
15. She better not be 15. Otherwise,
She's 18.
hey, if she's 15, we've got an issue. We got a big issue, Amish.
I mean, if she's 15, like there's nothing you can do. I mean, honestly, like you can do whatever the hell you want. They're gonna go to her and be like, "You stole $10 million." She's gonna be like, "Sorry," and they're gonna
dude,
be like,
I know,
"Okay, well, don't
I
do it
know.
again."
That's really the time to commit all your crimes is
Yeah.
before you're 18.
She's got a real Trubisky feel. She could have studied with Trubisky.
No,
maybe.
I think she's like probably like 25. I don't know. All right, yeah, that's a red flag, dude.
Whether you're just starting out
she's got the cat stacks, dude, and a Lambo.
Lambo and Stacks. This is the blueprint. Literally, I'm pretty sure this is in the like how do you sell a course? They're like rent a Lambo, check. Get a random stack of fake money from Amazon, or go withdraw like $800 from your bank account. Get like two 100s and the rest ones, and then flash it, dude. You got to flash the stacks. Look at
Yeah.
this.
OnlyFans or in the process of creating one, this program is for you.
I give you all the secret tips and tricks other creators don't want you to
The
know
sound.
that you need
Audio.
in order to be a successful content creator.
I need to give this girl a course on how to make a successful audio. I mean, and my audio is not even that good.
Being an OnlyFans content creator has allowed me to become financially independent, afford the things I always wished I had, and given me the freedom to help people like you learn how to do it too. Before I knew all the secrets to OnlyFans,
She starts this by saying, by the way, I forgot to point this out. She starts this by saying she's helped hundreds of other people do this too, right?
Hey guys, I'm Emma and I'm a top 1% creator on OnlyFans. I've helped people just like you make a livable
I've helped people just like you make a livable income on OnlyFans, but you
Yeah.
launched the course with this video. So did you have a course before the course? How did
What's
you?
her? Yeah, no.
what's your
true. You didn't
model
have a
there?
course.
So let's go to her page, right?
Yeah.
Because then she go to this page and the title is "How to Make $500 a Day." on OnlyFans without ever getting naked.
Wow, she's doing all the tricks, dude. She is a standard, like, she's got the standard, like, this is a very nice landing page.
You know what that's like? It's like saying how to get the body of Brad Pitt from Fight Club without ever dieting or doing exercise. It's
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
no, you can't.
yeah, Del Monte literally teaches us in his sales church. He's like, you got to make a ridiculous promise or it's boring. You got to say per day. If you said $500 a month, people say boring, don't buy it. $500 a month doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Don't buy it. $500 a day? Now you got my attention.
Now you got my attention. $500 a day. How much
wild.
is that per year? What is that per year?
Oh my God. It's going to be like million, like so, too much. 180. Okay.
182,000 without ever getting naked. Really? That's interesting. $79. The real truth is that you can do that. The only way you can do that is by making a course. She's actually doing it. She's making probably $500 a day without ever getting naked by selling OnlyFans courses. So she says the 3 big myths are: I need to have a big following. No, not true. I need to get nude. X. False. I need to look like an Insta model. False. Okay.
Like an infomercial.
I was telling you this, Amish. Literally, all of these are completely true. They're not myths. They're completely true about OnlyFans.
Yeah. Like, what are you going to do?
You do need a pre-existing big following. You do need to get naked. Look, I mean, I'm not making the rules, but you're going on OnlyFans. If you don't want to get naked, go to YouTube, baby. Like me and Amish, we don't we don't want to get naked. Well, maybe.
And again,
Amish
as far
does,
as marketing, I could take my shirt off. It's fine. But as far as marketing goes, dude, this is very tight marketing. So again, this is Vince Del Monte's Sales Church class number 2. He says, take your audience's biggest disempowering beliefs, the scariest ones, put them up front and say that they're all false. That's
but the thing is that they're almost always true. It's like the reason people don't want to diet is because it's hard. And so you go, dieting's easy. But the thing is that it's not. And so you end up buying this thing that doesn't work. So anyway, all of these are true. Completely false.
It's literally the things that are true that you put there that are the scariest things. You put them there and say, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. It's
people are like afraid of ruining their career. She's like, no, you don't have to get naked. It's like, it's OnlyFans. What are you talking about?
Here's what you get.
Here's what you get. So meet your instructor. She says she's a top 1%. So I couldn't actually verify this. I looked. There's no rank, like there's no ranking or anything that I could find. I don't know how this stuff works.
Okay, so she's 76K on Instagram. That's got to be real. She could.
Yeah.
Is she
I'm sure
blatantly
that's
just
real.
lying about that?
No, I'm sure that's real.
Okay.
But like, how do you know that she's top 1%? I don't know. Anyway,
just
so
wanna
she's
see
got
Emma
a few
Rose's Instagram.
testimonials. You can't verify any of these because, of course, she does that thing where she doesn't include their last name, so you can't look them up.
Brilliant.
You know what I mean? She's like,
Yeah.
like Kyle S. It's like, okay, who is that? We don't know. So then this is the part I want to get to, though. Peek inside the program, Amish.
Right.
The foundation. Now, notice how long everything is, first of all. Everything is incredibly short. 2 minutes introduction. 1 minute.
Short
What is
attention
OnlyFans?
spans.
How does OnlyFans work? Should you become an OnlyFans content creator? Because she starts it by saying we have 20 exclusive videos. But the exclusive videos are all 2 minutes each. So you're getting like a 40-minute class. And then all the classes stuff, the $79 stuff is like benefits of OnlyFans. Hey, newsflash, money is the benefit. How to start on OnlyFans. Oh, I don't know. Sign up. Legally starting your business. So obvious. How to set up a business bank account. It has nothing to do with OnlyFans. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine tuning.
I cannot find her on Instagram.
Build
by the
your
way.
profile. Like it's like super basic stuff. And then
Yeah.
when you get, and then this is it. This is all they have. Literally the
3
last
minutes.
segment, which is supposed to be like the advanced, I'm going to take you from 0 to hero on OnlyFans. It's like focus on new subscribers and content variety.
Yeah, so there's no fat here, Steven. It's just give you the tips, get out. 1 minute.
No, it's not even tips though. That's
3
what
minutes.
what I'm saying is like I could create as an expansive of an OnlyFans list knowing nothing because I'll just teach you how to sign up for it and I'll say that's a course.
Right. No, they teach you how to write these classes where they just say like each episode of your class has to be another thing that they need to learn. So it's like you are almost just learning how to write these classes. You know, and Graham Stephan said it when he was here too, and you just said it I think too, but like you make more money on the class than you do on whatever else you're doing because there's a potential to make more money just selling the class than there is with anything else. So it's like they just work all their writing on here. Honestly, dude, I cannot find her Instagram. I just found 3 other Emma Roses on Instagram.
Oh yeah,
are
that's the thing. That's the thing. There's tons of because I was trying to see like who is this person. I've
I
never
don't think
I've
she
never heard
has-
of her. Whatever. It's like I saw so many other people, so many other
Yeah.
Emma Roses. Like it's like no, this
There's a
person is
lot.
a nobody. I
But
hate
here's
to
the
say
thing.
it.
Can we not see like what is her? Okay, so we can't go to her OnlyFans. Can we not go to her Instagram? Does that click through to her Instagram? No. What's the handle? Let me see the handle. on that.
I'm sure she has an Instagram. Here's the important thing, Amish. I'm not going to
Yeah.
show her Instagram on here because I'm sure it's.
But if she, I think she faked it, dude.
No, I don't think so.
6,000.
At the bottom though, it says earnings disclaimer: no earnings projections, promises, or representations. Repeat that back to me, Amish. Say this: earnings disclaimer.
Earnings disclaimer.
No earnings projections, promises, or representations. No earnings projections, promises, or representations.
This girl is
Projections,
on top of her
promises,
shit.
or representations.
girl
No
is on top of her
projections,
shit.
promises, or representations. No projections, promises, or
Hey.
what is she doing?
You cut and paste this legal jargon. They cut and paste it from these other classes.
it's straight up a lie. I mean,
I know they all do this. They cut. She's not that original. She's just doing what Logan Paul did for YouTube. She's just doing it over on OnlyFans.
but
Now
it's-
Logan Paul had a following,
so lazy though.
or whoever else. Not even Logan Paul. I'd say
show
there's
you
a bunch of people we saw. Graham Stephan has a class, whatever. But he actually built his following, made the class. Her, I don't think she has a real following even, does she? I think she just came in making the class.
Check this out. I think so too. She literally copy and pasted everyone. But what's funny is so I tried to look at her terms and conditions
This is
because
amazing.
I was wondering,
Yeah.
where's the terms and conditions? So I go down here and I'm like, oh great, I can finally look at
Click
it.
on it. Give it a click. Give it
I'm
a click.
clicking.
Let's see the terms and
I'm
conditions.
clicking. What?
no
What's
click.
this? She
No click?
literally pasted the words terms and conditions while actually having no terms and conditions. Oh, interesting. Earnings disclaimer. Let's click
Click on that.
Oh,
Give it a click.
Oop.
No click.
Oh, what?
No click.
She doesn't actually have an earnings disclaimer? Oh,
No
I,
click.
I guess what's the privacy policy? Here, I'll check it all out in the privacy policy. Oh. Oh, what?
Privacy
Oh,
policy. You can cut and paste that from another website.
what's this? She doesn't have a privacy policy. Literally nothing about everything's like copy and pasted, but she didn't bother to like do the research on you actually
Brilliant.
have to have a terms and conditions. You actually have to, if you're selling a product, you actually have to have terms and conditions and an earnings disclaimer and all this stuff. It's like mind blowing, dude.
I'm so proud to see a sociopath on the women's side. I'm so proud.
Really?
That on their side they
Really?
got some sociopaths coming in the game. They got some psychos because we've covered like this is standard for like we've seen so many classes like this, so many nonsense classes I've seen like this. She moved quick on it on OnlyFans.
Yeah, she did.
So you think she has a Trubisky like the mom or dad's involved, or do you think she's just going in on this? by
Somebody's
herself?
saying check her sitemap. No, I already checked it. She doesn't have. I at least checked it on archive dot whatever. She doesn't have
Right.
terms and conditions. Literally, it's insane, dude.
I think
It's
you're going to be seeing a
insane.
lot from this girl. Like, this is a very high level. This is a very like. I'm not going to say it's high level, but it's high level in the sociopathy. It's high level, like just the fact that she has the title, the menu at
Right,
the bottom.
absolutely.
and there's
No,
no,
I
click-through.
We're
We're
absolutely
going to see
agree.
a lot from her. She's going to be she could be a Dan Bilzerian, let's say. I don't want to be crazy. I don't want to make wild predictions. She could have a Dan Bilzerian level of videos on Tom Nash.
It
You know what I'm
takes
saying?
it takes this level of like psychopathy to really excel, where you can post a course where you don't actually do anything. You just like copy and paste what everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
Say you're gonna make a ton of money, and like you put no effort into the course. You literally don't have a terms and conditions. It is just the next level, and I am interested that
Very Ty Lopez.
what.
Didn't Ty Lopez start with these ones where he's like he definitely has a class on like how to be an influencer class. Like Ty Lopez
Yeah.
has those classes.
But I mean, even those guys have a little bit more of work
Really?
in them. You know, think about it. I mean, their course is more than there's courses. Like when you go to their course, it's not 20 minutes long or 40 minutes long, whatever it is.
Right.
By the way, we got
Right.
a super chat from U Badger 45 Russian. The video times are actually good. Do you think most of the people who take these would be attracted to long videos? A quick solution can be attractive.
Yeah,
No.
that's what I'm
Okay.
thinking.
I totally agree that.
Yeah.
So here's what I agree with. A lot of courses, they just fluff out stuff pointlessly. But what I'm saying is that the actual video topics are not relevant to like if you're trying to become any kind of creator. Like if I want to teach you the YouTube secrets, and 75% of my videos were how to set up a YouTube account, you'd be pissed. Because you'd go, yeah, I know how to set up. That's like the easiest thing to do. I want to know, how do I become a successful YouTube creator? And then I go, hey, why don't you try, think about like taking other people's ideas and like, think about creating more content, Amish. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's my secret. Create more content. And you go, yeah, that doesn't help. What kind of a tip is that? She literally says, focus on new subscribers. Duh. Build a link tree. That's her tip. Big tip.
Yeah.
Build a link tree. So I'm not mad about the time for the sake of time. I'm mad because it's like, there's nothing in here. You can just look at the course. There's clearly nothing going on.
Yeah. I mean, what could she possibly teach? It is like that other Caleb. Mommy, I'm a clown artist, mommy. Like, they're kids, man.
I'm a
She's a kid. See, like the fact that she's not the halter to me. Look, and I'm not judging or anything. The halter to me says under 25.
Look at this.
I don't know.
Look at this. Not gonna lie, I love this generation of content creators. She's a real hustler for this.
The hustler, yeah.
Look at this guy. This guy's correct. Y'all really paying on to learn how to take fire nudes? She doesn't even teach that.
No, she doesn't teach that.
Signing up for my first course of 2021.
Oh, no.
Almighty Kings
go.
Mars, you do what you need to do, buddy.
Yeah.
2021, welcome to the future. No comment. Yeah, a lot of people are seeing through this.
Yeah.
Some of them are not. Yeah, this is a scam.
It's honestly, it's like any other class. I feel like. I mean, not okay. It's like a Ty Lopez. Like, you're saying they're a little more substantial. She's 15. Give her 2-3 years.
She's not 15.
She'll have
She better
the
not be
privacy
15.
policy.
We're in deep trouble if she's 15.
Who's we? Me and you or her?
I don't know who. Someone's in trouble.
I don't think anyone's in deep trouble. I think it's fine. I mean, it's a
not.
nonsense
No,
class.
it's
We've
not.
seen a
She's
million
not.
nonsense
To be
classes.
clear, he's joking, guys. She's obviously.
I mean, but Steven, what are you saying that she's worse than all the other people we review? I don't
No,
think she's
the
worse.
same. She's the same.
exactly the same. Yeah. So it's just like it's like we've done like 50 dudes, people hurt young like Caleb. You know, it's just I wonder, are we not seeing the girl stuff? Because YouTube is made to sell us things that we would buy. So they're constantly sending me Ty Lopez. They're constantly sending me like the new male group. Maybe I'm not seeing the girls, or maybe she's like a new player in the game. But either way, I mean, there's nothing you can do to stop it. We've already seen that, and it's just a matter of like.
You just got to inform the culture, dude. Because I just as badly don't want women to get scammed as I don't want men to get scammed. And especially here, because the truth about OnlyFans, and this is what I meant to get to. I'm making a video about this later today on CoffeeZilla, but the thing I meant to get to is that the competition is so bad right now for OnlyFans that the number of creators in 2019 was 120,000.
Right.
In 2021, 1 year later, it is 10x'd to 1.2 million creators. That means it's 10 times harder to create a new following, right? It's like the opportunity, the gold rush is over. And this lady's going, yeah. Just pay me money and I'll help you. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's our first weird topic for the day.
Yeah. And we also just got $5 from Chris F. Content creation isn't for everyone. Try it out. If you don't have the talent, skill, or passion, move on to something else. Good call. We got Reality Check Tarot. I love Reality Check Tarot. That's so funny. $5. This reminds me of the book conversation from a while ago. Authors work a year on their $20 book, but she's making short intro YouTube vids for $79. Huh. Yeah, I mean, there's classes for everything. I got a class saying like, hey, become a best-selling author. It's like, guy, best-selling author? Like, teach me how to write a book. He's like, you want to become a New York Times best-selling author? They just go right to that.
Yo,
so, yeah.
I got a hot new topic.
This is sexy, dude. I love this.
Dude, I'm telling you guys, we got a lot of good scams. You guys have said, hey, you guys are getting too political. Like, it's too much about Trump, whatever. Hey, I agree. We're done with that. We're back to scams, back to our bread and butter.
I love this guy. I love this person.
The title of this, TikTok star uses astrology to predict Bitcoin prices.
Amazing.
Buckle
I love
up.
This.
Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. Just take that in. Look at this.
Hi,
This
I'm
is
Erin. I am a professional astrologer, current philosophy graduate student, and entrepreneur.
When is the right time to trade Bitcoin? Could
Beautiful.
the answers be in the sky?
Wow.
No.
Yep. Yes, they could.
What? No. Why do they do this? Could the answers be in the sky?
Hey, man, people have been selling winning lottery ticket numbers for years. Let her get into crypto. Look at this. I love the combination. This is a niche marketing masterclass, really.
It is. Yeah. It is a masterclass. And like, no. Here's the shocking thing. I went to her TikTok and I was like, oh yeah, she has like what, 5 viewers, right? Like, oh, what does she have? 10 viewers?
So I can't yet predict specific prices.
What the hell is going on?
But
Jeez.
I would be really surprised if these bullish indicators for the week to come don't indicate a 40K or at
least by the end of the month when I see some other crazy shit.
Hello?
Right now, Monday the 18th as we speak. Venus is crossing Bitcoin's sun. The sun is crossing Bitcoin's Jupiter, and Bitcoin's Jupiter is still doing cute shit. Basically, every obvious indicator of growth and expansion is being activated right now in a positive way. Tomorrow, same thing. Venus still crossing Bitcoin's sun, sun on Jupiter. I will say that the Mars-Uranus conjunction.
Yo, hey, sorry about that. Hold on 1 second. I don't know what that is. Here. Jeez, that's terrible. What the heck just happened? Sorry about that, dude. I'm so sorry.
I thought that was on my end.
No. That was on my end.
I did catch some of that. That's
we just
so
literally
funny, dude.
No.
So I can't yet predict specific prices for Bitcoin.
Hang on.
This is YouTube coming after you hard, dude. They're coming after us.
Hold on.
And they got those kitty porners out
Hold
there.
on. Let's
and YouTube attacks us like this.
hold on. Watch out. Don't go to the chase. I'm sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. My Google Chrome freaked out.
Send a letter to YouTube and say, hey, guys, back it up. YouTube.
Back it up.
Go after
Absolutely.
who you need to go after.
So
Why are you attacking us?
I see this thing, right? And it's a TikTok. YouTube, can we get some... You know what's weird is like these new websites, they don't have any functionality for web. Like, and I was telling you this about like Trello. We were using Trello, and it's like the web functionality is bad. The app functionality is amazing because everyone's on the app now. And so this is true of TikTok too. Like anytime I load up TikTok on my desktop, it's garbage. I can't do anything. What am I supposed
It's
to
not
do?
made for desktop. It's made to make you addicted. With one thumb is all you need. It's so efficient. It actually reminds me of this documentary I saw about fast food in America, where they were like, these guys invented
Yeah, like, what
who
is
invented
this?
McDonald's.
The page literally crashed while loading.
That's on TikTok?
Trash, dude. You're trash. And yeah, it's not the download or upload. It's like literally just the page crash because TikTok is garbage.
Because TikTok said, you know what? We don't care about your web browser. They want you addicted on your phone. Like they know where their market is.
That's where all the views are.
And that's where the brainwashing can happen. Like you're not going to get brainwashed on your computer. Your phone, it's like this one hand, and then you're gone for 2 hours.
Let's
they
just
have PSAs in there.
Yeah, let's watch this instead, I guess. I was going to show you her TikTok, but it's not loading.
I
Basically,
love that.
here's the punchline. She has 1 million followers.
Amazing.
Wait. Let me repeat that again. Bitcoin astrologer has $1 million. What are we doing?
Say God is great 5 times. Say God is great 5 times. Anything is possible. Anything is possible with algorithm. When you are pray to algorithm, anything possible, Stephen. But this is really a niche marketing masterclass. She took Bitcoin.
Dude, this lady has been praying to the algorithm, dude. She's been praying for a while.
She's mixing 2 or 3 things. She's like hot too.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
You know, not to take anything away from her talent here in checking out
Bitcoin price prediction with
Bitcoin price prediction. Not to take anything
astrology.
away, but no, she's tight even in her outfit. Like she does her makeup well. She does her camera work well. Look at these videos are edited nicely too. She's tight.
Look at this.
Any
And
financial analyst.
Sorry.
Niche marketing masterclass.
Enter Maren Altman, Bitcoin investor and astrologer.
I'm skipping class to film this right now because I felt like getting this out instead of going to a philosophy class.
Like just look at the costume.
I'm like a philosopher, but then I like go to Bitcoin. Or I do Bitcoin and astrology on the side because like, I just think it's like the way it works, man. She made a I wish that I could pull up the freaking TikTok, but she goes, Bitcoin is crossing the solar zenith, which means that I think it's going in the upward direction.
I did hear that through all the garble. I did hear that, and I love that. And look at what she's wearing. She's got this rose-colored thing on. It's like the costumes. She's in character. Like I would say she even believes in this. Maybe she might believe this because there's been people doing like, "Hey, I'll predict your lottery numbers" for years. She's just going to a more advanced market in crypto.
Let's watch.
The 22-year-old has been following the movements of celestial objects to predict price fluctuations since last summer.
Look at that!
And
1 million
while many
followers!
People may mock her methods, she's built up a 1 million strong following on TikTok.
My TikTok on this absolutely blew up a few months ago. In my readings, when I see this coming up, I know there was a huge scale breakthrough.
Here's actually the secret of TikTok, blowing up at TikTok. The people on there, and I mean this in the kindest words because I'm on TikTok sometimes too, they're dumb. They're really, really, really dumb.
Yeah,
So
and you could say that algorithm shuts down your brain a little bit too, so even it makes you dumber.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like there's definitely good content on TikTok. Don't get me wrong, but the amount of just like wild, zany stuff like this, it's just unbelievable.
Yeah, there's always this market for wild and zany, and she is dressed now. I'm remembering she's dressed like is it Tuesday or Wednesday from Addams Family? It's like she's got a look, man. This is tight. I mean, she's dressed like it's almost like she's a witch, right? She might believe that.
She might have taken the OnlyFans course.
Maybe.
No, like, but this is like OnlyFans without getting naked, though, right?
It's like she has a character and it's consistent, and it's like she is dressed like a witch. She could be on like those TV shows, like those Bewitched or something, and she could be like the one who knows like astrology, like magic on it.
Yo, what are people saying? What are people saying?
What's up?
She just shows cleavage. So sad, such perverts. Oh, he's saying that's why they have the. I'm gonna
give her a little more credit than just cleavage. Her outfit design is tight. She's got
a theme. But I think the idea is that people may not be 100% there for the Bitcoin astrology.
Okay, yeah. Chris F says, "Is the word investor losing its meaning?" Not at all. We're going on TikTok, Chris.
The word investor doesn't exist in 2021. Not in TikTok. Investor doesn't exist.
I mean, investor exists. If you got an astrologer, I'm not making any investments without an astrologer.
That is a speculator, it means.
Look at the upcoming astrology for Bitcoin for 2021. Make sure that you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you never miss what the stars have in store for you, financially or otherwise.
Earlier this year, the New Yorker told her followers to watch for a price correction on January the 11th. Why? Because Saturn was going to cross Mercury.
Of course, and of course.
Saturn exact 5 degree will be on the Bitcoin Mercury.
Indeed,
will be on the Bitcoin Mercury.
Hey, can someone write this down? I need to write this down. Someone message this to me. Write this down for me, guys. Someone.
Oh, she was right.
Before recovering most of its losses, slamming the brakes on a meteoric rally that's seen the cryptocurrency double.
No, that's
what is this BBC reporter doing? She's making it sound like, and she accurately predicted several stocks on Bitcoin. She's BBC, literally, or did she?
She's like, could it be true? Well, her one prediction was actually completely correct.
That's so good. Is it BBC or did she just hire someone from Fiverr?
Either way, I respect it. It's Reuters, dude.
Reuters did the report. That's amazing. Yeah, let's.
From early December to a record $42,000 at the beginning of January.
You all might have doubted me, but it looks like the atomic expansion energy is here.
I get a lot of people
even why can't you believe
like I trust you with my life or like things like that, and I think that a lot of it is satire because I think a lot of people do understand that I'm not an oracle. I'm just someone who studies patterns, and I'm good at studying patterns. I don't feel comfortable giving any financial advice. Like,
wait. Is it satire? Like, do you believe? My thing is, does she believe it? Is she just covering herself here, where she's like, I'm not giving out financial advice? Or is she actually saying like, hey, is this a goofy character? Because honestly, if she's that, I respect her. Not only do I respect her, I'm impressed with the following she's built, like by just playing this goofy character and knowing that people are going to be dumb enough to fall for it.
Okay, I'll tell you what I think is happening, because I've seen this in a TV show before, and I've met people like this. Like, she believes in astrology so much that she's saying, this isn't magic. I look at the patterns and then I know what's going to happen. It's not magic. I mean, when Saturn crosses over Venus's moon,
you know what it's like? It's like the quartz crystal people.
Yeah.
It's like where we're like, oh no, I don't actually think these rocks are vibrating. I just believe they are and they work. And you're like, wait, so do they work? And they go, no. Why do you wear them? Well, because they help me. And you're like, okay. Satire.
Hey, they line up the chakras and I get my energies. And
I don't tell people.
I'm having a hard day.
Look, here she is saving herself from the SEC.
Your sell, I'm looking at price trends, but that depends on you. Like, I dollar cost average. I do buy based on my own.
Yeah, this girl's smart, dude. Facts. She's smart. No. She's just a great entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Kind of playing her followers. Look, hey, right away, 2 female gurus. Watch them. Anybody who's going back to CoffeeZilla and saying you cover too many men. Hey. 2 female gurus in a row.
I like the equality. And I think this one's better than the last one. She's very tight. Look at even her costume. I don't want to say costume too much, but yeah, I guess costume. Like, look at what she's wearing here when she's being serious. Like she knows what she's doing. She's wearing like a sweater up to here and whatever. When she's making the predictions, it's like, you know.
Yeah, but you do have to wonder, like, okay, so we're like kind of maybe admiring the fact that she's like smart to do this. But if you're actually taking her advice, you're probably going to get wrecked one of these days because she's just guessing. I mean, someone did say that, like, I saw it in Twitter and I saw it again from our Ukrainian designer at the $10 million studio. He said, you know, Bitcoin's so random, you might as well use astrology, which that's fair enough. I mean, there is kind of some truth to that, but yeah.
It's very God is great.
It's weird.
So I'm just buying on a regular basis and investing and whatnot.
But how does it work? For the uninitiated, Mercury, the planet, represents Bitcoin's price data, and Saturn is a restricting indicator.
So astrology can be thought of like a giant mirror or a symbolic language where certain signifiers of planetary alignments are archetypes and they represent themes in the world like growth or restriction or aggression.
God
or
is
peace.
great.
This is exactly what you were saying, Amish. She was going to say. Like, she like said word for word what you're going to say.
And when we look at how that is interplaying with the chart of a given moment, whether that is a human life or a company, when we look at how the current sky is overlaying on top of something that's already created, we can see how current events are impacting on.
No, see, this is the thing. This is the thing. People like this, they have me when they're like, yeah, I dollar cost average. I don't totally, this is satire. And then so I'm like, and then she goes, and then we just overlay the sky with current events, and boom, we do it. And it's like, okay, wait. You had me.
Shot where you just take the astrology, and then you take the crypto chart, and you go boom.
And you go
Where's it
boom,
going?
and it's just boom. It's like, no, wait.
But
I thought you were like, can you imagine walking into a financial advisor's office and he's like, okay, sir, we're going to go ahead. You know, you got your papers, get your papers in order. And okay, so here's what we did with your investment. We went ahead and got you in some broad-based index funds. And, you know, we are, of course, tax loss harvesting. And, you know, we're doing everything we can. And here's how we're going to do it. And then, why did I make that trade? Well, I looked at the sky through a telescope, and I decided that Mercury overlaid the zenith of Neptune, and I decided, and you're like, wait.
What? I love when they just say things like, they just say, as a matter of fact, they're like, hey, so why'd you buy that one? And they just go, Mercury's in retrograde, idiot. Oh my God, continue. It's like, what? What's this Mercury?
You know what though? You know
Saturn's
what?
moons are going over Venus.
Okay,
what are you, stupid?
You know what's so funny? So I took Swag Academy's course. Okay, first let me read these super chats. Right. Chris F. $4.99. Where's the statistical skills to really understand patterns? They don't exist, bud. Not in Bitcoin. Well, I mean, just the average investor is just not doing anything. It's like almost pure speculation.
I mean, I've heard a debunk of astrology that's pretty good. I think Stephen Hawking said it, where he said, look, a planet can affect a planet. A planet is not affecting a human being.
Well, of course, we don't need to debunk astrology here. It's fine. You don't need to. You don't need to prove it, Amish. You Badger R5. Sadly, Bitcoin has a lot of market presence. Imagine how much Imagine how well she could pump more obscure coins and make a ton of money. I know with the following she has, it's insane.
Yeah.
What was I going to say right before that though? I had a whole shtick I was going to do.
I do like this buying thing, the bank, the astrology bank to it. That's such a sketch. That's great.
Yeah. So then we decided that Neptune were locked into your market 401k, and we decided we're going to go ahead and put it in. No, here's what I was going to say. Okay, so it is interesting because we make fun of this lady, but do you know what charting is?
Tell me. I mean,
okay, so it's a type. There's this thing called technical analysis, right?
Right.
Now there's this big debate in investing. And just in general, or in trading versus investors, you know, all this stuff. And let me do Japanese candlesticks. So I took this guy's course on Forex this week to go ahead and investigate it, the Swag Academy. And I was learning about the, you know, bearish engulfing indicators and the, you know, this indicator, the Morning Star indicator, whatever.
Right.
And it felt a little like this. I mean, here's the thing. When you backtest these methods of predicting stocks, So backtest means you take that method of like, oh, this is a prediction of this. When I see this Japanese candlestick do whatever, like I know that this is going to happen, right?
Yeah.
When you do that and you backtest it, these things almost all have a negative return, meaning they don't predict anything. And yet, a lot of these traders are like living and dying by these predictors.
Well, you get caught up in it. Have you ever seen VectorVest? Because my dad had that VectorVest, and it was. I'm not saying it's all crap. Whatever. I'm not. What I'm saying is what I noticed is that people without any kind of like statistical data, they just go and they believe. People tell them what it means. They go, oh, this is a signal for this, and they go, oh, I guess that's true now. And it's like, well, it may be true. It could be completely false. So in the investing world, a lot of the fundamental people, they think like charting is basically all nonsense. They basically think it's like astrology. They think you have to look into a company. That's what people say is like, if you want to invest, look into the company.
That's a fundamental investor, though. That's a fundamental investor.
That's a real investor.
There are people who made a lot of money. No, there are people who made a lot of money with technical analysis. But most of the biggest investors you've heard of, they're just value investors. They're fundamental investors who like try to find a company that's undervalued. They buy it based on its fundamental like performance, right? Technical investors, they just go by like the movements on the chart. Like, oh, we think it's going to go this way. Like this is happening on the candlestick chart. We know it's going to go up now, but it's not necessarily based in reality.
It's high level gambling, I feel like. You know, I remember I talked to an accountant about this who actually does, like our accountant for my parents' business, he has a client who does day trading. And I was telling, and the guy's like, yeah, he's made $100,000 a year for the last 3 years. But the year before that, he lost like 240,000. And this year he lost 60,000. So it's like gambling in the sense that it goes up and down. When it's hot. And then when it goes down, it dies. And then it gets you addicted to it. Because I know people, VectorVest, they're doing it for 5 years. They're doing it for 10 years and they're blaming themselves. Like my cousin got it and he blamed himself. He was like, no, it's because I'm an idiot, dude. He's like, Amish, you're smart. If you do VectorVest, you'll make $1 million.
No.
Because my cousin got it too. It was $100 a month. He's like, I'm an idiot, I screwed up. That's the problem. I'm like, guy, cut the VectorVest.
Yeah.
Or just cut the
VectorVest, dude. What is VectorVest? People are saying, yeah, get the tools and trade like a quant. The only part of technical analysis that works is support and resistance. Okay. Even that's like you really have to believe that the market psychology, you're basically relying on other people to believe in support and resistance for support and resistance to work. So do you know what support and resistance are?
No, tell me.
Okay, so basically it's the idea that the price basically has floors and ceilings and then like it'll bounce off of the support and resistance. So it's like, oh, it goes too much this way, but last time back here, it only went down to here. So if it like comes back down, it's likely to bounce back up. Yeah. And then if it goes up here, but it hasn't crossed this line before recently, it's like going to bounce back down. Anyway, they have major support levels, major resistance levels. But the idea is like kind of goofy because then if it breaks through, you just are now modifying your theory. So if it breaks your theory, you just go, oh, well, we have a new trend now.
You are assuming that everything's going to operate the way it operated. And that's what the program does. And the program just does what people do a little faster, actually. But I do feel like, I remember years ago, I saw a documentary about this. Bill Clinton passed this law called the Glass-Steagall Act, and he opened up like trading regulations. And after that, the American like stock market has been flooded with speculation. So, you know, you're right. It's legal to day trade, to like speculate, whatever. It's legal, but it's just not good for the market. You know what I mean? Like you can do it, but I don't think it's good for you. I don't think it's good for the market. Like day trading, speculation.
Well, here's the thing. And I released a video the other day, the Swag Academy video. I want to talk about this. Let's talk about this.
Let's talk about it.
Because this pissed me off. So everybody's in the comments. A bunch of people were like, you don't know anything. Because I said during the video that it's unrealistic to make. So the guy said you can make a full-time income with only using $10,000 to $25,000 full-time income from trading, which means you have to double your account size every single year consistently. And everyone in the comment section goes, oh, Steven, what are you, dumb? Like, of course that's realistic. I doubled my account last year. And I said, hey, just because you doubled it last year doesn't mean it's realistic. Like traders think because they made 100% this year, oh, well, I guess I'll do that for the next 100 years. And it's like, no, you're in like the most unbelievable bull market. You could have thrown a dart at a dartboard and you would have probably made 100%.
Yeah. It's not good for you, man. It's free money. It's gambling. And just like gamblers, they'll never admit. Every gambler I know hardcore is always like, I'm up. The casino's losing
investing
money.
is better. It's better than because you're usually your net you're like the house is on your side usually, as long as you're not having too many
it is better.
fees. But my point was like I was trying to tell these people, yeah, you can't consistently like over 10 years do 100% a year, or if you do, you are in the top 0.0001%, and it's not realistic for everyone else. Yeah. And you wouldn't have an account size of $10,000 or $25,000 to begin with because you'd be way more wealthy. So that's the thing is like the amount of misinformation out there in these poor traders who like I almost believe like they want to believe that it works because they're so invested in it. So when I say 100%. Like, oh, you're not going to make 100% in FX like a year. Sorry, you could practice for 5 years. The chances are you're still not going to make 100%. And they freak out and they go, no, it's possible. It's possible. But I think it's because like they're invested in the idea that if I just keep trying support and resistance, eventually it'll work.
They'll get mad at you even. That's the wild thing. Like it really shows you how our brain is so malleable. Like in the face of evidence, people say like, I'm mad at you now. Like, how dare you tell me that I'm getting scammed? It's, they're mad at you for like, this is my identity now. I've tied it all in. So this is tight. You are being negative and you're coming at me or whatever. We got 2 super chats real quick. Brian, 499. I read a research paper that suggests that TA only outperforms for institutions in bull markets. It does terrible when the market is stagnant. TA is what?
Technical analysis.
Technical analysis, sorry. Okay. Chris F, 499. Look at a company's financial reports, SEC filings, and about 3 other documents. Yeah, I feel like Tom Nash knows this. Like, I feel like Tom Nash is good at this. And I would trust maybe like a Tom Nash type doing day trading because he's making his YouTube videos about it. You could probably do this too. You're making your YouTubes videos about these guys. So you can kind of like, you do have kind of a special knowledge about their business. You're researching their business. Dan Bilzerian is doing some shady stuff today. Now, by the time you find out, put the video up, maybe it's too late, but maybe you could make some money. But the average guy is just saying like, I'm going to invest in this because the chart says it's going up. So I'm going to invest in it. And like, it just mostly, I think, loses money. Just like gambling. Like, it's not as bad as gambling, but the same psychology kicks in with gambling where it's like a gambler will tell you like, I'm making money off the casino. I'm up 10,000, but they won't tell you that they lost 3,000.
Well, I actually told like this guy, I was like, oh, if day trading is so profitable, people are making all this money, show me 5 traders that have done 100% every year for 10 years. And he goes, oh, well, that's hard to find because nobody's transparent with their winnings. And I said, why do you think that is?
Oh,
why do you think it is that retail traders, nobody wants to show? Everybody is saying, oh, I'm crushing it, dude. I'm crushing it. Oh, show me your P&L. Well, no, I mean, why would I do that? It's like, okay, if you're actually making 100% a year and you're like this godlike trader, you'd show it because then you could sell courses.
That's why, honestly,
crazy,
like
if
you're gonna do nonsense science, I like astrology nonsense. Like if you're good doing nonsense.
By the way, dude, Chrome trash. I can't pull up a single page, and I'm literally gonna have to use Microsoft Edge. You know how long it's been since I've used Microsoft Edge? Are you kidding?
Oh, I've never used it yet.
It's literally crazy, dude.
Microsoft Edge is the new one, but someone told me I should use it. It's like better for blocking off.
Like, dude, I'm using Bing right now. Are you joking?
Bing?
These are Japanese candlesticks. So they would look at this and they'd go, oh, this is like a signal of, and I don't have them all memorized, but like this is a hammer signal, or this is a morning star. This is a whatever, bearish engulfing, a bullish engulfing, whatever. And they say like that tells you that the price is going to go down like the next. So then you jump into the trade. And then you backtest those theories and like a bunch of them are not even indicative.
No,
so
you're doing voodoo black magic. Voodoo black magic.
I can't believe they have me on Bing. That's the most shocking thing. I need to go. How do they have this? I need to go to Google. Come on.
Well, it's because YouTube is attacking. They're attacking honest YouTubers like you, and they're letting con artists
like us. Let's call it what it is. Let's be honest.
Us. Us. They're attacking us. Can't find the drip, and I can find some weird, astrologer.
So actually, we got another song. So can I just say,
let's do another song.
To those of you who are creating content for us, shout out to you. Because the work y'all are putting in, I never thought we had such, I mean, I knew we had a talented community, of course. But y'all even shocked me. Because some of these are so creative, dude. Look at this. This is uploaded. I want to put this as our outro, our new outro for the thing. It's only got 39 views. It's called the Coffeezilla Army Scamish X Sifu. This is like the drip. One of you guys created this. Look at yourselves in chat and give yourself a big pat on the back.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is like kind of fire.
I'm a scammer.
We're kind of getting the Indian culture in here.
This guy has an accent.
Take you down with a hammer. I'm a scammer. I'm a scammer.
It's pretty good, dude.
That's a beautiful song, dude. That's a beautiful track. God is blessing you, brother.
Nobody
Look at
holds
this. He's like singing very much about his personal feelings. Like it's like very it's intense.
Beautiful.
He says, "I had nobody all summer, Amish."
I had nobody all summer.
Beautiful.
I'm a scammer. I'm a scammer.
He's talking about himself, right? On the having nobody all summer?
I think he's speaking like.
Admit, I'm scared of Coffeezilla seafood.
He's scared.
I admit, I'm scared of that communist scamish.
Yes!
Why are you against
communism
college? Don't make fun of my knowledge.
I've really brainwashed everyone against you with the communist thing.
With the communism thing. I know.
Like I'm like we're all
it's 50
convinced
years
that you're
of American-
communist and you're not. That's the funny thing.
It's 50 years of American propaganda. No, I'm a Catholic. I did
50
but no.
years of American propaganda.
It's 50 years of like Cold War propaganda, really. You're again, so you can't. It's fine.
I'm just
It's funny though.
Oh man.
It's so funny.
I'm a scammer. I'm a scammer.
Yo, this is fire, dude. It's a good beat.
Take you down. Gonna rip you off, take you down with a hammer. I'm a scammer.
Yo, dude, this is like actually like legit
That's a tight
fire,
beat.
dude.
That's a tight beat.
That's fire.
It reminds me of this Indian guy in England, and he had a song that was like, "I'm so sad." He was like depressed. It's an old R&B song. It went viral even years ago, but it has that kind of sound. It could be the same singer, I wonder. It was just like, "I'm so sad, I'm alone," whatever. But this is a beautiful track. It's a tight track.
Yeah, and it's like it's interesting because he puts himself in the mind of a scammer, saying like he's a scammer. He's afraid of us. He's afraid of the communist skamish.
That's beautiful. Yeah,
it is beautiful. It is beautiful and true.
Oh, so that's good that he's afraid of. You know why he's afraid of the communists? For regulating his scams. Is that what he's afraid of? He's afraid of scamish.
I don't know. So yeah,
funny.
dude. I mean, anyway, the point is, keep it up. Keep up the great songs. You guys are absolutely fire. It turns out.
It's on Reddit, right? Should we put the Reddit link so they can?
Oh,
you can
dude, yeah.
submit over there.
You guys have to put up the Reddit. Yeah, of course we have to put up the Reddit link. So go ahead and go to Coffeezilla_GG. That is r/Coffeezilla_GG. And yeah, dude, 1,700 members. Like people are putting up fire content.
Yeah,
I know.
put shit up, man.
Coffeezilla, when a scammer copyright strikes his video, I know this is gonna end badly for you. I want you to know that. So
I love Kevin O'Leary. Whatever he's done, he's so funny.
So check this out, dude. They've got all these like crazy deep fakes.
This is a great deep fake, dude.
Look at this.
I love the deep fake of you.
Coffee after he destroyed all his fake gurus and he can sell his own course with zero competition.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm walking in. I'm walking into Russell Brunson's office. I'm like, hey guys.
Wow, they made you the Indian one. You think they put me on the Indian guy, but no, that's fine. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it.
No. This is incredible, dude. Okay, whoever made this is mind blowing.
So accurate.
The deep fake is so good. Yeah. I just told my wife, this is me. This is me like 5 years ago. Like, hey, this is what I looked like, legitimately. Yes, absolutely. Look at that, dude.
You're even making the cocky looks. What? It's so real.
It's so real. That's like scary. Like honestly, like this stuff, it like freaks me out with the technology. But then I like think like, wow, our community is fire.
Wow.
Oh, dude. that's
Even the
re-
part
yeah,
where he's
that's
shaking
that's what I
and
look
stuff?
like. That's
Oh,
that's
tight.
actually my new desktop background,
Yeah.
and I will be saving that for later.
Bit of a tan there, right? Got a bit of a tan.
That's what I look like in the summer. Yeah, I straight up look like that. I lose
That
it during the
Texas
winter.
sun. It's hot.
The tech.
Dude, that's a great deep fake. I think in 5 years, whatever we get caught doing, we say, oh, deep fake. It's a deep fake. If anyone tries to cancel us, dude, hey, we're not gonna
Hey,
cancel them.
dude, there's so many
Oh,
good
that's
deep fakes
deep
in this community that it's like you honestly don't know. It's like, am I completely ripped out of my mind, or did you catch me slipping? I don't know.
Hey man,
can't tell.
people are making the wrong move. They get called out, they get like canceled, and they're saying, no, I'm a good person, this and that. Cut it. Hey, deep fake. Look at what else I said, and then just
It was a
record
deep
yourself
fake.
saying,
I
"It
go,
was a deep fake."
hey, you're mad at me for that. Just wait till you see that I massacred like 12 guys as they were coming at me after I finished my dim mat course. It's so funny.
Wow.
So funny,
That's amazing.
dude.
That's
It's
amazing.
It's hilarious.
Um,
Oh my gosh. That's incredible.
Yeah, dude.
You look like Nacho Libre on roids.
That deep fake is disturbing. It is disturbing until you just give in, and then it's amazing. Coffeezilla has the worst laugh. Rodeo themed choreography. Wow. There's just so many comments. Honestly, though, I feel like when someone puts work in for us, I feel like look, I appreciate the money, the donations, but when someone makes something about us, that's such an honor.
It's even more meaningful.
It's so meaningful, right? It's like so beautiful.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. People who talk about trading on TikTok. Hello there. Have you heard the good news about our Lord and Savior, the pump?
The pump.
You must respect the pump. If you do not respect the pump, you are going to get in trouble. Is this live stream a deep fake? Dude, honestly, it could be a deep fake. Where are the Hobbit deep fakes? That's a good question. That is the question everyone's been asking.
The Hobbit deepfakes?
Yeah, everybody calls me a Hobbit. I don't know why, dude. Totally irrelevant, dude. I'm one Joe Rogan tall. It's not true. It's not, yeah.
That's rude. Well, someone just did a picture of the Hobbit, whereas this jacked Indian guy, I don't know, your face just fit on there very well. So you know what? Sometimes the deepfake decides. Sometimes the deepfake says, hey, this will work out on this Indian Bollywood video, and it worked out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. So, we got a deep dive, guys. We've been waiting to get into it.
Okay.
It's time for Susan to get what's coming. I mean that, obviously, what do you call it? Figuratively. YouTube is in trouble. Here's why. Listen, Amish, I called YouTube out on this 2 weeks ago. I said, there's these sketchy things online. I was looking at like some r/cringe post and they go, YouTube's still promoting this. I clicked on it. I say, promoting what? Okay, I'll show you, Amish. I'll show you. Now that you asked.
Let's see it. It's too silly to even describe. Like, it's so weird.
Oh, it's
goofy.
Really weird.
It's rude. It's sinful.
Okay.
So there's this. I don't know how do I pull
That's a
this up?
Liberty Mutual ad running before that, by the way. So
yeah. That's a Liberty Mutual ad running before
Look
this. Look at what this is. These are a bunch of kiddie shows. It's something called Monster School. And they basically have a bunch of sexual thumbnails. And then the actual video content, you'll find very interesting. Okay? So kids are watching these things, right? Because it's like Minecraft. Okay? And then when you click on the video, it's like super suggestive thumbnails like this, right?
Yeah.
Look at this thumbnail.
Like
right?
that girl's in a bikini. It is.
This girl's
it is
in a
Minecraft
bikini,
character.
and it's called Monster School. So first of all, trigger warning: we're talking about some pretty repulsive stuff. We're not doing this because we want to. We're doing it because Susan won't fix it. I complained on Twitter. They go, "Oh, why didn't you report it?" So I reported all of them. They're still up, and they're still monetized. This got an ad earlier, and it's still getting an ad about honey. Okay. So they got these thumbnails that a bunch of kiddies click on because they're looking for Minecraft, right? So then they see this and they're like, "Oh, I click on that, right?" Okay, what are they watching? What are these kids watching? Let's see. Well, you got this zombie. Okay, he's digging a hole.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hey! I don't like where it's going.
Huh?
Oh, sorry, 2.5 million views and monetized? Oh, okay, cool. So I get demonetized when I talk about Brian Rose running a scam. Okay, got it. That's fine. But then you got people putting up this kitty stuff, and this is what parents would be happy for their kids.
I'm mad at the algorithm too.
Oh, you're spying on girls without their consent in a restroom as they shower?
Is this your bit? Is this the punchline?
I think this is the punchline. This is the video. This is the video that you have kids clicking on. Right.
You're attacking us.
You're attacking us. You're attacking us, and you got this on. Somebody says voice acting 5 out of 5. I know, dude. Look at that voice acting.
Sound effect.
Haha, isn't this so relatable, Amish?
It's so rude.
That moment when you're spying on women from a toilet. You dug under the... Dude, what is this?
They did a record scratch like someone slipped on a banana peel. It was like the sound effect was like... It's like, dude, you're spying on someone showering.
My gosh, dude, it's terrible.
It's not just a boom. He even did the eye pop out.
So, Amish, unfortunately, it just gets worse.
It gets worse. There's so much bad stuff on here.
So this one's called... Everything's called like Monster School or something like that. And so what it is basically they know like what a lot of kids are watching. So they title their things the same thing. So you end up with these titles that nobody would normally click on unless they're a kid because they're nonsensical titles. Yeah. But they know that like kids get in the algorithm. And so then they're just fed these videos based on SEO. So they're SEO titles. So this is called Monster School Cluna Tick 3 Eating Zombie. Okay. So watch this. So first of all,
this is very silly.
What is this?
First of all, there's a needle.
First of all, 8.6 million views. Can I repeat that? 8.6 million views.
Steven, we're in the wrong business. That's what I'm saying. This is a niche marketing masterclass.
This is not the right business to be in.
This is a niche marketing masterclass.
So let's click this. And I apologize to anyone at home. So they say this is actually the one channel that says this content is not for kids. The funny thing is, though, do you think any kid doesn't watch this? It's like no.
Only kids could watch this. Why? Or perverts.
Why? They're literally just covering themselves. And the question is, so that you say it's not for kids, but then do you age restrict yourself?
Yeah.
Oh,
hey,
no.
You didn't subscribe?
You forgot to age restrict? It would say age restricted right here, like 18 plus? No,
it's not 18 plus.
Oh, what is this? What is this? Welcome to the dark side of YouTube, guys.
It is like creepy too. She comes out of the video game. The boobs. Come on, guys. Oh, God.
I don't even want to show this. By the way, I don't enjoy this.
Is this getting the kids excited? I mean, I remember when I was 12 and I wanted to watch porn, I'd have to go on these high someone told me channel 65, but it was all squiggly because it was old TV. It was coming in, and I had to play with the adjustments to see a picture of a boob or something. This is a weird angle that these guys are hitting. It's a niche marketing master. This is niche marketing because they're like, there's horny young men. It's
not 11, young men. It's kids. Kids are watching Minecraft. Kids. It's not.
I'm talking about 11, 12 years old. They're into Minecraft, but then they're starting to get their period stuff. Not period. Sorry, their growth spurts coming in. They're hitting puberty almost. So they're curious about this stuff. So it's very manipulative. It gets them.
Oh, it's so manipulative. Okay, so like, let's watch this. So, oh, look, advertising for McDonald's. So why am I doing this? Listen, I'm on YouTube. I'm a YouTube fan, right? I think they do stuff wrong. I think they do a lot right. I like YouTube. I want to make that clear. But my problem is when they don't enforce this basic stuff. Like this stuff should never be monetized, right? If they don't enforce this basic stuff, what do you think happens when McDonald's finds out it's advertising on this, Amish? What do you think is going to happen?
I think McDonald's says, we got a new Happy Meal coming out. We got Minecraft boobies.
No, they don't say that. Care. They say, yeah, probably not. But no, what they do say, this is how the first adpocalypse happened. All this crazy stuff was getting advertised on, and then advertisers ran away and screwed over every other creator. So creators should care about this, not because, like, even if you don't care, like you don't have kids, you're not worried about having kids. It's
interesting that stuff got called up for social justice violations. Like that stuff was like, oh, this is inappropriate. This seems worse. Like you're brainwashing a kid into being into some fucked up shit. But let's keep going.
So this thumbnail, of course, is ridiculous. But let's see here. Oh yeah, look at more of these thumbnails, by the way.
The thumbnails are ridiculous.
Look at
but
that.
I feel like
Look
we
at
should
that
show them the
thumbnail.
injection.
Look at that
The
thumbnail. Oh, I honestly thought it was too creepy to show.
Oh, it's too creepy.
didn't even
Because at
wanna
one
show.
point,
They're
that guy pulls out
injecting
a
her-
real needle and he's injecting her butt.
Should we show it? I mean, I guess.
Yeah, I
just
think
to
we can
show you
it.
how creepy it is.
Just to show them what's going on YouTube. The scene that they're living in.
Oh yeah, he
Look
makes
at
her
this.
eat poop. Okay, then, like, yeah, it's so uncomfortable.
So
It's just
creepy.
uncomfortable to watch.
How are you getting banned and this isn't goddamn banned? I mean, a kid.
That's
playing
what
with
I
a
don't
needle.
understand, Amish. So this is the thing we were talking about. Like, was
Yeah.
this is like fully monetized. The thumbnail's super suggestive, right? And then, again, do I think this is the end of the world? Normally, no. But when you're targeting kids, the largest kids game, these 8-year-olds are trying to watch Minecraft content, and they get hit with this. What is this?
They all have. So now the Minecraft characters have boobs on them. We're gonna have a generation of kids that aren't even gonna go outside the house. They're gonna just
They're gonna be into some weird stuff. Just
gonna be-
square things, square armed.
square. I mean,
How I need to look at the chat right now, dude. How insane is this
cancel
right now?
Minecraft. It's not banned. It's on the kids app. Says James Dean.
Dude,
James
it's
Dean,
literally
porn star?
insane, bro. It's insane. McDonald's is advertising on this. Think about that, man. They have to police this stuff. And so when I told them, I showed them this, I linked them, they go, hey, appreciate the concern. Why don't you flag it? I said, you don't think, first of all, I did flag it. And then you don't think within 7 million views, it's still monetized. 7 million views.
Love it.
That's the
Love
only
it.
reason anyone's creating this content is because it gets so many views and it's monetized. They're making money.
Yeah, YouTube is bullshit too. They don't hire
But
anyone.
they go, oh, why didn't you flag it? I did. They're still monetized. They're still making it. You're not doing anything. Your robots aren't doing anything. And the question is, why, Amish? Why is it still monetized? Why do these thumbnails slip by? Well, this is where it gets to really insidious part. Okay, here's the game theory. So, this is what's actually going on.
Okay.
YouTube does most of its moderation with AI. Okay? Specifically, visual AI with this like racy content, right? They want to know what's on the screen. So they use their little detectors and whatever, and they have all these
Right.
classifiers, right? So when it comes to thumbnails, the thumbnails are the most suggestive parts. Like, this is also just bullshit, but that shouldn't be allowed. But even like the thumbnails are the worst part of it all. Like, you literally have like simulations of sex for a kid's game. How are they getting through the How are they getting through the AI? Well, here's how it works. If you have a cartoon for kids, and you make it super suggestive, because the AI associates the cartoon with kids, it lowers the likelihood of it being racy and adult. Because literally, by definition, aren't cartoons for kids? So they use these things to make the classifier get confused because it's for kids. So how could it be adult?
Yep.
If they've had a physical person in there that wasn't related to Minecraft or whatever, it would immediately see, oh, we have to demonetize this. No thumbnails like this are getting monetized normally, but they're getting monetized here because it's a
cartoon.
kid's show.
Yeah.
How
It's cartoon.
insane is this?
They can't detect it, I guess, and it's it's like a loophole in the system. They don't know how to catch that. They just don't know what they're going to do to catch those things. So
Again, look at this. Does everyone see this?
that is like, that's aggressive. A lot of these are very aggressive. Oh, look at that one. Yeah, that's messed up.
What's this? Oh, sorry. What's this?
Steph chick.
Oh, for kids. 2.4 million views for kids. Hey.
yeah.
This is fine. On
almost like
YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. On
It's almost like
YouTube.
Adpocalypse. Adpocalypse
Grammarly,
is like a
are you
cover-up.
happy with this? Listen, I don't want, it is like the Adpocalypse, but like, I feel like I caught it before the Adpocalypse, and I'm trying to tell YouTube, hey, you got to fix this. This is going to be a problem.
Oh no, we got to put this up as a clip. This is a clip. We
No,
got to
no, it's a clip, but what I'm saying is YouTube, do your job before the brands notice. I'm not going to go to Grammarly and say, hey, Grammarly, da-da-da, are you happy with this? I'm not going to go to McDonald's and say, hey, are you I'm not like that kind of like activist. I want to fix YouTube before this becomes a problem.
But here's my question, Steven. Do you really think they care? The reason they cared about Adpocalypse is because a bunch of people started getting mad with social justice stuff. Because I feel like Adpocalypse was like half social justice and then half the corporations being like, okay, fine, take off the videos because someone did a fat shaming joke or whatever. Here, it's like, because it's for kids, no one's going to complain about this. It's just under the radar.
No, of course people are going to complain about this. Sorry, what is this? Look at this thumbnail.
Wow, that girl's just straight up like spreading her legs. And his face is like
this thumbnail.
That's rude. Look, can you go to his face on that thumbnail and look at his face?
What is this?
That's body shaming. Rude,
what
guys.
What is this?
Yeah, the guys are always monsters on these, and the girls are always these like princesses.
No, and the girls are always like dressed like, this is ridiculous. What is this? This is so insanely inappropriate.
Is that a poop pie? Oh my God, this is so weird.
It's so weird. You're getting kids into this weird stuff, and I want it to stop. Demonetize this or shut down the channel. Frankly, I think this is a violation of guidelines because you're targeting this for kids, obviously.
It's definitely a technical. I mean, this almost feels like, in tennis when the ball lands on the line and they're like, these guys are like technical. They're getting away with the technical on this because they're like, oh, it's kids. They have the rules. The rule says no nipple, no this, no this. And they just skirted around the algorithm. And algorithm don't know. But
this is the problem with the algorithm. This is why algorithm doesn't get my praise. Because you know what? They got this all jacked up.
Yeah. Will algorithm punish this behavior? We have to find. They have to.
What is this? It's just. Honestly,
my nephew's obsessed
they should
with
not
this
be
too.
monetized. I'd die to know how much this channel is making a month. I would love it.
They got the ads running, and it's kids stuff. You know what they teach you even in movies? When you're writing for kids, you're making 4 times the money. It's way more money in children. That's why all of my work really is in children's. It's like once you get into it and you have a contact, it's like, hey, do you want to just do this? It pays right now. Just do it. It's kids stuff. And I even read this in a book where they were saying, you sell a movie like a rom-com, you're going to get 2 people. You sell a family movie, it's 4 tickets, 5 tickets. Kids stuff is like weddings. It's overpriced. It's like the family just feels like they have to give it to them. Now, this could be a bunch of kids just sneaking in the content on the side, but the advertisers are paying good money for this.
So
probably.
let's look. Estimated earnings anywhere from $10K to $161,000. They're not making this. I'd guess they're making like $40K. You almost never see someone making the higher end of that. I would guess they're making like $40K a year, $50K a year by just and then these guys all have multiple channels that they upload to. So it looks like they got a huge bump in this is like when the algorithm catches them, right? And so they get like a huge boost in subscribers. They're just uploading crap until the kiddies get it. And then they enjoy a wild ride of, what is that, 5 million views a month? That's how much I get. That's like about what I get now on my channel, even as well as it's doing now. I get 5 million views.
And you got to work your ass off, dude.
And I'm killing myself to do this. They're making little Fiverr videos for kids, pushing this like kind of like softcore weird stuff.
Yeah.
It's so jacked up, dude. Demonetize this or remove it, YouTube. This is my official notice to you guys.
YouTube always, the internet always surprises me with the niche markets. Sorry, but finish that point before we go on.
No, I'm just saying, I'm calling this ahead of time. Nobody else is talking. Nobody's talking about this. I'm calling it ahead of time. Shut it down, or there's going to be problems, not from me, but from your advertisers, ding dong. You can't put a McDonald's ad on this.
The sheriff has spoken. Cut it out.
So
the sheriff has spoken. Cut it out, YouTube. No, this is garbage. It's weird how like just different niche markets pop up. This is really a niche marketing masterclass. We had a TikTok astrologer Bitcoin person, and this to me feels like so niche. Like they're saying, hey, you're trying to blow up a kid's channel. Look, what are you doing? Making a story that makes sense? Too broad a market.
You're right.
Get into some softcore. Make it like softcore. Make it barely legal. Make it like weird, nonsensical stories.
So weird, dude.
Big money in that market. It's like such a weird market. I never thought this would exist.
Well, no, it's a market that shouldn't exist. Advertise this to kids? Oh, sorry, that shouldn't be a thing. I know this sounds crazy to say, but you should not be advertising sexual content to kids. That's not a thing you should be doing. It's not a thing we should be allowing. And it certainly is not a thing we should be incentivizing you to do.
Yeah.
Clearly, they're getting views.
They're getting views. You think they have a conference? We should find their conference of like kids, like this kind of weird softcore market, because it seems like there's enough channels that they could have a conference in Vegas once a year. There's so many channels,
none of these guys are going to go because they're neckbeards who are too afraid to show who they really are because they know what they're doing is messed up. Trust me, they know. They would never show their face, dude. They're not proud of this. They're just doing it for the money.
Dude, this is the ultimate bad guy in the sheriff like fake world. Like, you know, the world that we're in right now?
By the way, just everyone's clear. 2 ads on this video you're about to see. Great. You know what this is? So just like they do it with Minecraft, you know what the new thing for kids to do is? Among Us. 13 million views on this. 13 million views. See the Among Us. Okay, let's see this.
Come to me.
What are these character designs?
What is the design? They were like they're cutesy characters for kids. They're just in a thing. They're like ghosts from Pac-Man. They look at that ass, dude. Some of these girls have a trunk on them. Ridiculous. Some of these girls got a booty on them.
13 million views for kids. It's fine. Let's advertise. Hey guys, I'm the exec at Google. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah. This is so inappropriate. This isn't even the biggest booty, by the way. You Badger, hour 5. This isn't even the biggest booty.
You want to make you want to advertise this to kids?
Yeah.
Oh, let's run a Taco Cabana commercial on it. What? Oh.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's a McDonald's commercial. That's a quarter pounder if I've ever seen it. That's what they're saying over at YouTube. That's what these YouTube engineers are saying.
Well, what the algorithm is telling people is like, hey, Among Us character, you're making something for 13-year-olds, make the boobs big. Big boobies. That's what they like. That's what these guys are doing.
This is disgusting.
Yeah. That's not even the biggest booty we've seen, honestly. There's bigger booties than that.
Hey!
That's like a modest booty. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, look at this. What is this?
Let me go.
And then the content can only be described as like extremely weird. I don't know how to explain it. It's like
it's very nonsensical. It is for kids. They got the sound effect. They got the boing, but then they're just like murdering and like, you know, molesting each other.
Check this out.
Oh yeah!
What was that? Can you do that? Look, I can do that. I know some girls who can do that. They can make it pop. I can make mine pop.
No, but again, it's kids.
Inappropriate for kids.
Yeah, I feel like we have to say that every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
You can't do this.
Yeah.
You can't be making... Who's this guy? Let's see how much he's making a month. I love to play this game, dude. How much is YouTube paying these guys to create little kitty smut? Let's see.
Smut!
Let's see how much YouTube's paying Rainbow Game. Hey,
your hands are red, YouTube.
Let's play a Rainbow Game. Oh, what's that?
So what do you put him at? 400K?
Hey, put the quarter pounder on, baby. That's $209,000 on the low end.
I'm going in the Among Us business. Let's make Among Us videos.
No,
Scrap all this comedy writing.
Look at this, dude. People are getting rich, sexualizing things to kids, and it's on YouTube's dime, and it's on McDonald's dime. It's on Taco Cabana's dime, and I tried to warn you, but you didn't listen. Hopefully, you listen now.
Listen, look at that thumbnail. Do you see the thumbnail?
Oh, yeah, you can't make this stuff up. You literally cannot. What's going on?
That is so goofy, dude.
It's not. Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude. If you guys are still listening, like I feel like you guys are probably fascinated right now, but some of you are like, this is so hard to take, and I know you don't even want to look. This man is making 4 million views a year, a month, like me. No. 4 million views a day. Wow. And then every now and then YouTube will realize that one of their videos is completely effed up. They'll remove it. Probably got demonetized. And then they go right back to uploading. Where's the actual policy change here? What is this?
No, you can't. It's too much money, dude.
What is this?
These smut videos, there's too much money.
You know how hard it is to get an A rating, by the way? It's so hard to get. It's an A-rated channel on YouTube. That means that these people are crushing it. How many subscribers does this channel have?
It means that YouTube's curriculum is corrupt, and it's full of sin, YouTube. You're full of sin. Your hands are red, blood red.
Yeah, that's a blood red hands. What is this?
Yeah. What is that about?
Come on, for kids, advertiser friendly for kids. This is kids content. Unbelievable.
Again, the booties get worse. That's a reasonable. They get way worse than that, actually. There's one girl who it was going straight out. Guys.
I'm disgusted.
What are we doing?
Yo, what is going on, guys? In this video tutorial, I'm gonna show you how to get Among Us, the modded version of the game.
Advertising, skip ad. I'll skip this ad,
that's
but
an ad,
just so you know, it's advertising. Yep.
Look at how they made them sexy Among Us. Well, it's like Power Rangers Among Us.
Okay, so check this out. So, what is this?
You can tell us the storyline here?
Huh?
Oops, I'm dirty.
Huh?
Oh, what a mess I am. I need a shower.
What is this show? It's so dumb. It is for kids. It's for kids. That's what makes it so sad. It is like porn for kids. Because the storylines are so dumb. And they're talking like, oopsie, what did I do? I did an oopsie, time for shower
I feel like
time.
I feel sick looking at this because I'm like, dude, it feels terrible. But like, hello, somebody's got to blow the whistle.
Nice.
It's enough. You can't. How many views? Oh, 1 million views, of course. And monetized. Hey, cool. So monetized, right? Oh, monetized. 1.3 million views. Oh yeah, no big deal, guys. No big deal. Just get the most popular game for kids and get them showering. Let's get them showering. Let's see some of those thumbnails.
Ooh. Fingers in the butt.
Prank. Oh, she's stuck. Oh, what's this?
Oh God, please tell me that they're not doing stuck porn.
but hey, it's fine. We'll monetize it because our stupid AI thinks that cartoons cannot be racy or adult, so it's a loophole. And then we get all the kids to watch it. And then nobody's at YouTube to fix it because they don't think it's a big deal until McDonald's, Walmart, everybody comes knocking at your door, say they don't want to advertise with you anymore because you promote stuff like this.
Are they gonna though? I think a lot of them are gonna come and then they're gonna be like, we can get you a better ad rate. And they say, let's do business. Put us on the Among Us channel. Can we get a collab? Can we get them eating McDonald's on this? I don't think McDonald's gives a shit. I feel like with the last adpocalypse, it was the social justice people that got mad. I don't think anyone's gonna get mad about that. I mean, you gotta have a moral outrage tipping point on the other side. So like, look, this is a start. You have another video, you said. This is another video that we're gonna put up. Hey guys, put out the videos. Maybe Tom Nash.
I will literally talk about this until this is shut down. I'm so sickened. I'm disgusted by this. What is this?
What is that? Too young for 11-year-olds? You can't do this like sound effect.
You can't do this. The funny thing is that like for everybody who creates like real content for like normal people, this would get demonetized. And just the only reason that this is monetized in thumbnails is literally because of the fact that it's for kids and YouTube's algorithm doesn't know anything. And so they tell you, well, why don't you report it? Hey, why don't you shut the channel down? Do you not see a common theme here, buddy?
Yeah. The thing is they do know, right? They always know. They make the money for it. Because with Zuckerberg, it's like he even says, if there's a post where people are fighting, leave it up, get the money, then we'll figure it out later. They got a policy like that.
Among Us porn sponsored by McDonald's. I know, dude. It's so disgusting.
They don't care.
It's hard to watch, dude. It's like when we decided to do this bit, I was like, I really feel bad because it's like it's so uncomfortable, and I don't mean to give you guys this on a Friday afternoon. I understand why that's a little weird, but we have to talk about it because the community doesn't change unless we change it, right? Nothing changes unless we change it.
YouTube.
And
Tell the YouTubes, especially if you have kids. I feel like they need a lot of people with kids being like, hey, my kid watched this.
Yes. So Ed's saying last apocalypse was ads on like ISIS videos, right? I think it was ads on like N-word video, like racist videos.
Yeah.
And basically it was people who were outraged about that. But there's a huge contingent of like parents who would be outraged about this, and rightfully so. And there's also like, you just don't want, look, when you go to YouTube for advertising, you're not going to an adult site for advertising, right? You're going to like a place where you feel like my brand will look better. Does your brand, which is, so when a parent goes here, this is the problem. This is why there would be like a ad problem. When a parent goes and they see this super sexual thing and then they see it's sponsored by McDonald's, do you think they blame YouTube or do they blame McDonald's? They see McDonald's. And so they see that association and they go, who is this scumbag Oh, McDonald's sponsor. They think this is okay. They get mad at McDonald's. So McDonald's takes the L, even though it's actually YouTube causing the problem because McDonald's doesn't know what it's advertising on. It just says, well, family-friendly stuff, right?
Yeah.
This
McDonald's
is why
they probably do, all these corporations, they probably do this thing where you tell them like, hey, they're advertising you on kitty porn, and they go, la, 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 I'm not listening. They don't care. I don't think they care.
They do
corporations?
Care. They do care. There are people.
They care if it hits their bottom line.
Look, listen. There are people with kids at these corporations. They do not want to say this. Just like a corporation. Look, there are heartless corporations, yes. But at the end of the day, do most corporations want to be associated with racist content? No. Do they want to be associated with, like if it goes against their values as people, they don't want to be associated with it, right?
Right. I would say associated with tech companies.
Go ahead.
I was going to say the YouTube and the tech companies, they seem to have the biggest moral philosophy right now. And they're obviously they know about this. You've told them. I like that you told them and they go, well, just go ahead and flag it. That's your job. Flag it. It's like, hey, I did.
Yeah, no, I know. Have it up. You still have it up.
You know about this.
Yeah.
So YouTube knows and they don't care. McDonald's.
Ocean says, be careful not to start the third apocalypse. I want to be clear. I'm not telling anybody. I'm not telling McDonald's, and I encourage you not to. I'm trying to raise awareness for YouTube because you know what? This has so many millions of views. It's only a matter of time till some outraged parent freaks out, makes it this giant thing on social media, and then and then it snowballs from there. I'm saying, I'm telling the YouTube community and YouTubers, let YouTube know. Let's solve it internally before this becomes some massive Twitter dumpster fire. And when it does, I'm going to say, I tried to warn you, I tried to tell you, and you told me to report it.
They're going to say, oh, we never heard of that. Oh, I'm sorry. No, our algorithm didn't.
Pisses me off, dude. It pisses me off. This is so upsetting.
Yo, you Badger sent us $5. The Monster School title for all the videos also helps with the autoplay feature. When it catches a Monster School, every video will be up next.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right. So kids just have this autoplay feature because like the parent doesn't want to have to babysit the kid all day, so they put an iPad in front of them. So this kid's just looking at an iPad. The kid's not, I mean, sometimes they're clicking stuff, but a lot of times they're just like watching a video all the way through and then the next one plays. It's like a TV show. So when you get in this loop of like these like sexual videos, you're just playing one after the other. These like weird, creepy things. And because all the algorithm knows is Among Us, Monster School, Among Us, Monster School, Among Us. We play the same video.
Yeah. Algorithm just play. They all want the autoplay on. TikTok really changed the game on the autoplay because they don't let you decide after.
Right. So here's the problem though. If I were a parent, I would never. I mean, this is true. Like, and this is where parents do have to take some responsibility. You can't just let your kid browse YouTube. Period. Because there are predators on here trying to show your kids basically whatever makes them money. Okay, that's just the facts. So I do see there's some accountability there, but at the same time, as a content creator, I'm just concerned that this is going to cause huge problems for them going forward if they don't stop incentivizing the stuff.
Fix it, YouTube.
Fix it.
Fix it.
Wait, I have one more thing to show you guys, because of course it doesn't stop there.
Handle it, YouTube.
Handle
Don't come after. You better not come after us on anything. I hate that, dude. They came after us. Remember for a Nithya Ananda video?
Watch this. I'll link it. I'll put a thing in the description, but I guarantee you this video is demonetized. I guarantee you, based on what we've shown, the video is demonetized. So we're demonetized. That's fine to show, but as soon as we show it, we're demonetized.
Nithya Ananda video got me demonetized. Remember?
Look, that's the hilarious thing, Amish. We're restricted. You can't search us up. Like it's like tough to find us. But this, hey, show it to all the kids. You know what we should
You're living in sin.
We should title this like Among Us.
We should title like YouTube. You're living in sin.
Oh, look at that, dude! I can't believe it. It's like you can't make this stuff up. Everything's monetized. H&R Block.
H&R Block to kids? Who are they advertising H&R Block to?
Let's look at that. H&R Block. What's that thumbnail? Oh, watch it, girls in bikinis for kids.
Oh yeah, this is the Chinese show you were saying.
This
is
the top 5 jackpot girl prank battle Nerf Miss Amber Nerf guns top most machine ATM girl prank VTL Nerf.
459,000 views. Bang.
Bing bang.
Bing bang.
Get your maximum refund guaranteed. Get every credit and deduction you deserve. Or
great look, H&R Block. So So it's for kids, right?
So silly.
And then it's just this. It's kind of weird content, actually. This is
It
mostly,
is weird.
This is mostly the guys one, I guess. Where's the girls?
Where is this
Oh,
from?
here we go.
No, they usually have girls in it.
Ooh. What's this music, by the way?
They're doing, it's the same style of writing. There is definitely a writing style. It's like sound effects and like this weird, silly music. Because they had the sound effects and the
Weird,
music on the other
dude.
show too.
Weird.
Not this exact music, but like just.
How much are these guys? Oh, these guys actually really have it figured out. So these guys, you go to their. So first of all, let's look at these videos that
Okay,
are
look at those
all
thumbnails.
monetized. Let's sort it by most popular. Oh, you're injecting a girl in her butt. Okay, fine.
Look at they're just smiling.
What is this? It's like it's insane. This is what YouTube
Why-
is showing to kids. This is kids content, guys, for YouTube. If you want your kid to be on YouTube, have fun. Have fun. This is what you're showing
Honestly,
them.
kids are obsessed with poop stuff too. They're like crazy obsessed with it. Like it's been like that for generations.
Look at all these
like, there's
sexual.
old
These are,
books
look at all
about it.
these sexual poses. Like back in the like 40s and 50s, this is like porn. This is like,
Yeah, this is 1940s porn, and we just showed.
and you're showing it to kids now.
Oh, that's so sad.
It's so pathetic, dude.
It's really bad for them too because they are like getting desensitized now.
They're totally
so like
getting-
in
of
real
course.
life,
They're
they have
getting
erectile dysfunction.
How can you function? How can your brain function if this is what you're seeing when you're 5 years old?
Guys, no fap, no fap.
Be a good.
It's
hey, be a
messing up
good
your brain.
boy.
Be good.
No, the truth is, look, it's a real problem for kids.
Yeah.
Like this is really sick. So that's our big hey.
Big call
YouTube,
out.
this is our announcement. This is our call out. Fix
Clean
it
it
now.
out.
Fix it now before some idiot parent gets a hold of this, send it to Washington Post and the New York Times, and everyone else gets screwed. Because we're going to get screwed because you didn't do your job. And I don't want to
Yeah.
hear about it. Steven, what did you... Dude, it's inevitable that someone's going to find this.
You know what'd be so funny though is that if our video about them gets banned and they're like inappropriate content.
Of course! Of course, dude! YouTube's going to be like, hey, stop it!
Inappropriate content?
18 plus? Is this
That's an
content
X on you
18
guys.
plus?
Yeah, and we're like, hey, they're making kid porn. If you do inappropriate content again, channel ban. Is that what you want? They don't care, dude. That's so crazy.
They don't care,
You have to bug
man.
them until they do shit. Basically.
Yeah, dude. This is so insane. This
Kid-
is
oh,
literally
Hohenheim.
insane.
Hohenheim says
Steven
yeah.
Grandpa Boomer. Dude, call me a boomer, man. This is sick.
These guys are like, okay, Grandpa Steven.
Get
don't show
off the
porn to
lawn, kids.
Don't show them porn. I'm Steven Grandpa. Hey, have respect. These people are like, Steven Grandpa. Hohenheim says kids love poop jokes. It's so true. Like that fingers in the butt, that is like crack for a kid. Kids love that. They think it's just so dumb and silly. And there's always been like for like 100 years ago, there were stories about this, about how like poop jokes are very like kids love. That's why monkeys love them too. Like monkeys throw poop around. It's like some weird brain thing. At that
Oh.
age of development, they're obsessed with poopies.
That's weird. All I know is, look. Yeah, that's exactly the face I have.
It's gross.
Get it together.
And YouTube.
All right, let's go to the next one. Let's
go to next.
Let's go to the next topic. Let's reset, guys. Let's reset.
Let's
You
move it
know,
along.
enough with Bing.
don't we have a guest?
Algorithm.
We don't have a guest, Brazil?
Where's the Skamish video sound? I need to find that video real quick. I need to reset with this. We do have a guest, but hang on. We're getting right. We're resetting.
Reset the YouTube. No more kids porn. YouTube. No more. Is this the same guy?
If you doubt me, it's a wrap. I'm coming up with an app. Now shake that bum in proper rhythm. Algorithm, algorithm.
All right, that's it. All right.
Beautiful. Beauty. Chris F just gave us $4.99. When you small on the advertising end, they treat you the same. They don't care and want you to push automation. And want to push automation.
But we're talking about H&R Block. They're not small. We're talking about McDonald's. They're not small. Why would they automate that? Like, you want to make sure those people are getting preferred advertising, right? Like, this is crazy, dude. It's insane.
I mean, at some point, yeah, it's like the demand is there. That's the hard part. It's like the people just want it. So you're like, what do? We cut it off. It is money like drained out of our economy and out of our culture into the wrong direction.
Yeah, dude, this was a much needed brain cleanse for me, this song. Because it's like, I feel so, like, it's just icky. It's gross. It's creepy.
It's
to like even talk about it. Even though we're saying it's bad, it's just like, it's weird. It's so weird. So yeah, this is somebody said it's a certified hood classic. Dude, this is a great song, dude. Whoever made this, I'm subscribing.
Yeah, that's great. I really appreciate that. Appreciate the money, but honestly, when you make stuff, I feel like making stuff and sharing stuff is the best.
Hey,
but also, yeah, go ahead.
Sorry.
I was just going to say, also coming on with your stories, because, one thing that we learned, especially covering that Bitcoin girl, is that half of these guys are really getting scammed, aren't they? It's crazy how we're covering the Bitcoin girl about how, Bitcoin, like day trading is a scam. How many people jump on and they go, no, actually, I'm making year over year profits. It's like, guy.
Yeah, you're not.
You're still in? I just feel so bad for them. Anyway, love you guys. Hey, tell us about when you get scammed too. It's going to be great. I feel like those are going to be some great repeat bits, a great segment.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
The culture needs it.
Absolutely.
I'm
going to send this to, do I have Discord open? I need to send this. I need to send our guy the Zoom link real quick.
Yeah.
So let me do that, and then we're gonna get this together. Sorry, guys. Just hold up with us for a second. Basically, we are about to have the first scam rehab, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, we're going to scam rehab. Good. First scam rehab.
If Tom Nash comes in chat, let him know that we're just going to have him on right after scam rehab. So whenever scam rehab ends, I think it's going to take like about an hour. That's what I'm shooting for. I don't want it to be too much longer than that. Ladies and gentlemen, wow, this is going to be quite the story. I'm really excited about this one.
Yeah.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello, Habibi. Hello, Brazil.
You there? Hold on.
Ariel. Man, we've had this guy on a couple of times and we haven't even done.
Hey.
What's up? Hey, how you doing, baby?
For some very strange reason, I'm trying to hear you guys.
I can hear you. You can't hear us?
Let me take a look at this.
I can hear him. Steven, you can hear him, right?
Audio.
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear him.
Ariel is here. Yeah, we can hear you, dude.
Built in.
So maybe your volume is down.
Scam rehab, ladies and gentlemen.
Scam rehab.
Okay.
Very important for the culture. Happens to us all.
Let me see something here. Oh, okay. You know what? Let me.
What's up, baby? How you doing?
I just closed your YouTube page and I could hear you on that, but somehow
it's delayed. Don't use that.
Can you hear us right now? You can't hear us right now?
You gotta hook up your audio, buddy. Hook up your audio.
Guys, it's COVID, but we still bring you.
We can hear you.
But
even through COVID, we still bring people to the community,
settings.
the stories they need, and I think it's important for them to get the story. So yeah, do your thing, man.
Volume. Let me put it all the way up so I can see that.
Hello, can you hear us? We're about to blow him out if he finds out how to hear us.
Audio.
He just turned the volume all the way up, and then it's gonna.
I know. Yeah, that's
all right.
Classic.
Hey, can you hear us now?
Yes.
Perfect.
I can.
Good.
Okay. Excellent.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome scam rehab victim, revolutionary thinking.
Welcome.
So, let's start with how you got scammed and who you got scammed by.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead, tell us. Give us the story.
Right. So, he's a big deal on here. It rhymes with schmuck. So, what rhymes with schmuck? Luck.
It doesn't rhyme with schmuck. It's Dan Locke. Say Dan Locke, bro. It does not rhyme with schmuck. That's like rap. It's like, what rhymes with schmuck?
The rap legend,
Not Dan
ladies and
Locke.
gentlemen.
It's
Dan,
Dan
you got
Locke.
Dan Locke, and then there's someone else too, right?
Oh, someone else.
There was an MLM called Financial Education Services.
Sick.
But anyway, FES, and I actually, it's funny, for FES I actually got a refund on it.
Wow, were they pyramid? Were they like PH?
They were like a pyramid.
There's a lot of those.
But since they were connected to like teaching kids financial education, that's why I thought they were legitimate, because they say like, oh, we go into schools and we help kids like with their finances. So.
Steven's nightmare. Like you're gonna trigger Steven. Like that's what's gonna be like when those last videos we just reviewed, when they go, hey, we're making educational content, and you go and you're like, what the hell is this shit?
Right, exactly. Except they're like teaching kids how to get scammed, unfortunately, because a lot of these a lot of teachers actually who we think who are like intelligent and they're guiding us and they're helping us are also part of these MLMs. So like the MLM community, it can be your teacher, it can be your policeman, it can be your...
It's like the Red Scare. It's like you don't know who it is.
Exactly. It's
the MLM
kind of
scare.
Red Scare.
It is like a virus. You can't get rid of it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's so hard to get rid of it, and it goes to the next generation. Like it's a lot,
Yeah. It's brainwashing from generation to generation. So so let me just talk to you, because I'm a guy who uses a lot of like analysis and common sense and stuff like that. So you've had a lot of interviews with people, and they're talking about how how they fell deeper and deeper into the scam and lost more and more money. But that's not my story. My story is I fell for this scam, but I didn't go deeper. I didn't spend any more money. I just spent that one-time payment, and that was that.
Ariel, real quick, can you hold your mic, like that wire that has the mic on it up? It's just the other one. Just can you hold it up?
Oh yeah.
You can't hear it, but it's chafing against the jacket, so we can hear it. Just hold it right there. That's good. Yeah.
Chafing into my jacket. Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like rubbing the
Okay.
jacket.
I'll hold it here. Okay, cool. So mine was just a one-time payment, but what got me so nauseated was the internal politics.
How much was the one-time payment?
The $2,500.
Ugh.
Yeah. So
they're just made up. It could be 67. It could be 2,500.
It was a big sting. It was a big sting. But I said, if these people cheat me or bullshit me or anything like that goes on, I'm exposing them to the entire world. Like I have no thing, and I'll see what my options are.
Ariel's here for blood.
I'm not one. No. You know what's funny? Like the whole Sim Shady thing. No, my stage name is Ariel the Avalanche, and I come down hard and I come down fast. Like I come down like an like I just attack.
Yeah. Bring the heat on him. Bring the heat on him.
That I just bring down the heat. So I'm gonna go very meticulously to how they try to get their hooks into you,
right?
And if they can, to the rest of your family as well. So let me just share what I shared with you guys. So how it started with me, I just saw one of his ads on Facebook that was talking about FU money.
Okay.
So it's not like I'm coming for you and I want, it's very, very subtle. So he's like, he's in his Bentley and he's like, I know it's hard out there and things are looking bad, but like, this is just kind of like my book for you.
Yeah.
And how you can just be financially independent.
That's it. You saw that, Ariel, and you said, I'm in. Where do I buy? Is that
like the thing? And no, not at all. Okay. Not at all. So he said that, and he's like, just look at your leisure, and the book is free. So I'm like, okay, I'll just take a look. So I downloaded like the audio book, and I was just like, FU money. That sounds kind of good, because it's like, if it's FU money, that means that you have independence. So you're not worried. You just have the money to do what you have to do. And he just talked about how, you know, how that whole thing works. Okay. So
he explained how FU money works. He's like, you have so much that you can say FU to people, and that's how FU money works. That's like his first webinar.
And it was like, okay, so then I'm like, okay, his course, he's selling it for $2,500. That seemed so idiotic at the time, and something that I wasn't going to pay for. I'm like, no way. And then so he does this. He opens up this thing called Dan on Demand. Okay. And then he says, you're really, really interested. And the first week of Dan on Demand is free. And then after, you don't pay. So I'm still like, I'm in the scouting mode. I'm like, okay, let me kind of see what's going on there. And then he's talking there, and he's talking about, like, you know, like how you dress well for business, and, you know, the kind of like words you use, just, you know, this
but you're
stuff.
Basically in an education funnel, it sounds like.
Right,
you're in
right.
his education funnel.
I'm
He's
in his
just pumping content
education
into your
funnel.
head.
He's just kind of pumping the content in my head. And then I hear about Kayvon and how he was the guy in his, you know, van, and he was like doing entrepreneurship on the internet, but really not getting anything.
Okay.
And how, you know, Kayvon, and then they keep talking and they keep talking. I'm still not sold, right? I'm still not sold.
Yeah.
Then I go and Kayvon K. And then what I do after that is that there are a lot of people in his community. So I go on Facebook and I message all these people who are part of like High Ticket Closer, and I say, what's up? Like, you've been in the thing. Has it worked for you? What do you think? And they're like, yeah, it's been great for me. And he's like, I learned so much, and like, I'm independent now, and I'm like making all these sales.
Sick.
And when you go on the Dan on Demand Facebook page, basically, you know, like sharks in the water, and you're just kind of curious about HTC. You're like, hey, you know, like, what's up? What's going on here? And they're like, oh yeah, it's great. We learned so much from Sifu. It's so amazing, and they love it. And it's like, okay, and then
everyone calls him Sifu.
So yeah.
Do they have a prayer? Do they have a prayer? Do they have like? Do they bow to their feet?
Well, Steven knows this. There are those meditations where he reprograms your mind for financial abundance and independence.
Okay.
So that's
accent is unnecessary, but yeah.
right. Okay. So that's what he does. And so that's what happens. And then I get like a comment from someone.
Hey, let's listen to a little bit of this real quick, just so everyone knows what we're talking about.
Hey, do you have an online business, and are you making at least 10?
YouTube's advertising on this? No, I'm just kidding.
Not.
Yeah. Sifu, teach me, Sifu.
Hello, Rich Owner. This is Dan Locke. In this audio program, I'm going to relax you and program your subconscious mind with the thoughts of a rich owner. When you think what a rich owner thinks and when you do what a rich owner does, you will produce similar results. To most effectively use this program, you will want to find a place where you will always be able to open your eyes unless I give you a direct suggestion otherwise.
Wow.
Wait. That got a little weird for a second. Why did he say that? It's a little power trippy. Hey, you're going to be able to open your eyes during this meditation unless I tell you not to, in which case you won't be able to open them.
Be able to open your eyes unless I give you a direct suggestion otherwise. And I do not intend to do so.
And I do not intend to do so. He goes, I have the power over you, but I don't intend to flex it. I have the power to make you do whatever I want, but today, not so much.
Yeah, they got to do the warnings off the top.
That's psycho, dude. That's psycho. Okay, that's hilarious.
It's like HTNK.
How many meditations did you do? Brainwash sessions or meditations?
It's like 3. You have to do 3 a day.
So you're taking his class. And in the middle of the class, he goes, okay, next in the class, we're going to do a meditation. Close your eyes. Sifu is my guru. Sifu is my guru.
And
I will make millions. Like what?
Immerse yourself in my content.
You don't need the accent. It's fine.
Watch the accent.
It's fine. Just talk normally. Yeah.
Biden's president. Watch the accent.
Fine. All right.
I don't care about that, but it's just not a good. It's not a compelling Dan Locke accent.
Okay.
Yes.
So all right, fine. So what happens is, okay, so Dan on Demand, actually for a month it was free, and then I'm a little bit of it is like good tidbits here and there. So then I get curious about the main course, and it's like everybody I'm messaging is telling me like it was worth it. It was worth it. They're like
They're
in
saying
inner
Sifu,
circle,
Sifu,
they're
Sifu,
here,
Sifu.
they're there. Okay, so I'm like, they can't all be lying. So I kid you not, the next thing he does is he makes an anti-MLM video. Like how MLM
hilarious, dude.
Right, yeah.
Classic
exactly.
move. Attack the market.
Right. And I
Classic move. Attack the competitors. I like that. That's where he deserves something.
Right. And I okay, so
Attack.
he's like this. Will MLMs ruin your life? Hell fucking yes.
Yeah.
So that's what he says in his video. So just know I'm like an MLM rehab. So I'm like, oh, like maybe this guy knows something. Maybe this guy is
right, because you already
I
went
see
to
the
financial
connection now, because I was wondering, like, oh, what does that have to do with? That makes total sense. So you see this guy, and he's actually telling you what you know, and so you're like, yes, this guy must be legit because he calls out what I got scammed by. That makes sense.
That makes sense. And that's why they all do it now. They all do like, hey, are you sick of these guys stealing your money with MLMs and FBA?
There's a big war between paid courses and MLMs now. They're like going at each other's.
Because it's the same people who buy MLMs are the same people who also buy courses. That's the problem.
Well, is it Kevin David? I saw him where he's like, if you have he's like such a boy band. He's like, if you have $10,000 in the account and you're investing in real estate, like you're honestly like losing your money. You got to go FBA products. Honestly, I just love you, babe.
And I have something about him too, because we'll get to that later.
Oh, of course. It's scammed by one, scammed by all. That's what I've learned.
No, I wasn't scammed.
Microphone.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't scammed. I was working for. Okay. But we'll get into that.
That sounds like that could only be a scam on you. But anyway, go on.
Okay, but I know I didn't pay him any money. I didn't pay him a dime. But
you just did work for free.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. Okay, fine.
I got a smidge. We'll get in there. Okay, so then and so how I got my money back from the LMM was I complained to them to the Better Business Bureau. Okay,
that's where they go. They back it up.
Right. And so other than that, I found this YouTuber by the name of Kevin Yee. And he was actually talking about like his experiences in HTC, and he used to do like pharmacy before, and he said that like HTC like opened up my mind, was totally worth it and stuff like that. And
he was going to be a pharmacist? And he quit pharmacy?
No, he was, and then I don't know if he quit or anything, but like yeah. So,
oh my god.
So that was the thing, and so I kid you not, I'm very meticulous. I looked at every single solitary review he had on his community.
Did I have my video up yet?
Huh?
Were my video?
No, I don't. No, yours came later. Your top
video is like
yours about the woke Dan Lok versus something else Dan Lok. Right,
woke versus broke.
Oh, yeah. Woke versus broke. Yeah, exactly. So then actually like I reported one of your videos. They said to the team, but like that was in the past.
Whoa! So for Dan Lok, you attacked a Coffeezilla video.
Yeah. But
this is why YouTube's taking us down. And this is why YouTube attacks us. They let the kids' videos up. Guys, go and flag those kids' videos.
But
honestly,
I'm on your team.
They don't play fair. They don't play fair, these gurus.
No, they don't.
I've never told anyone to report at gurus' videos. I don't believe in that kind of stuff.
Okay. So let's get on with my story. So I looked at like every single testimonial, and I'm like, holy shit! Like that's like 70 people. Can they all be lying? Like, can they all be like full of BS?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. So then I call Kevin Yee, and he doesn't even like respond. It's like one of his friends, and her name was Mia. and
power
like,
move, dude. I love when they have an assistant already. You're like, damn. This guy's doing well.
Right. Exactly. Okay. So then Mia said like I kept she like had a master's degree in like something. I don't know what it was.
Trustworthy.
Said, like, yeah, I wasted so much like time and energy in college, and you know the whole like anti-college thing.
And then I met Dan Lok.
So we kind of get into that, and then like like I have like original ideas, and I think, and like I'm analytical. So
We know.
So then she says like how much do you think that this course is? And then I play a little bit like dumb, and I say 1,500. And then she just sighs. She's like, you know, like you could really like make something with your life and like be somebody and like change the world. Like I'm hearing you like this,
Right.
but it seems that it's unfortunate that you don't just have that courage to like take that chance and do that.
Whoa.
Thing. And like
wow.
I see that with you.
They said
Okay.
you're siding
Okay.
with your lower self.
Was she hot?
Right, exactly. The whole lower self thing. Okay, so then I'm like, well, eventually I do want my name and face out there and my ideas out there, but no, seriously, it's hard. It's just hard to do. So I just can't sleep at night. It's like, if I don't spend this $2,500, how about if I let go of this one chance and this one opportunity to just like
matter,
have my
to be
face
something.
out there,
To be something, yeah.
exactly,
Yeah, you could be
exactly,
someone.
to be something, to matter. And so the course is like happening soon. It's gonna happen soon. So I just think, and it's like 1 week before the course kind of happens, and I'm like fighting with myself. It's like, can I be somebody? Can I be? And I am somebody coming on here. but anyway. So
yes,
the
you
thing
are.
is-
That's correct. If you come on
Exactly.
here, you are somebody.
Exactly.
100% correct.
So then the thing is, I'm like, I just take like a deep breath as if I'm about to like jump off the high dive into the pool, and I'm like, buy. And then I buy it, and then I go into the community and I say like, my heart was thumping out of my chest before I clicked that buy button. But like, I'm here, baby, and I'm like ready to learn this. I'm ready to do this, and so yeah. And then Dan Locke responds to my thing, and he's like, I'm so proud of you, and this is gonna be like a life-changing opportunity
Daddy Dan.
for you.
Yeah, Daddy Dan.
And blah blah blah. Yeah. Okay. So then what else happens? Let's see.
Well, I think real quick though, I feel like he sees that excitement in you and he goes, this looks like some free publicity. Because right now, a lot of these fake gurus, they just sell their class with the testimonial. And it's almost like the testimonial is better than any other advertising. So they just open the video with like, hi, do you want to make millions? And if they got a hype guy, it's like they want to encourage that. They want to get you, because you're going to have to tell everyone else that you drank the Kool-Aid. When you were
exactly.
just spending this whole time asking people, it's a bunch of other people like you probably.
Yeah. So then, but in the long run, like, you can make 2,500 back. It's going to take you a long time, but you know, it's going to be hard, but it's not like, you know, the death of you financially. If you're making like some guy, it's like a down payment on a car basically, but it's still pretty expensive.
So I mean, these guys get gray with like it's like the investing, like you make money on it.
Exactly. So okay. So what happens is this. So when you pay for his stuff, like they have a whole initiation, and it's like what happened is that he sends you this video that's meant for you and your loved ones. So like if you have
this is innovative.
Yeah, exactly.
That's tight.
So they can kind of get their hooks in you, and it's him and his wife, and his wife is like sitting there next to him like this, like you know, and then they're like, we know what you're thinking. Like, oh, like my loved one just bought like another one of these things and another one of these schemes, but no, it's not like that. Like you have to like keep them accountable, and this really works. And like if they're not doing the exercises or doing what they have to do, and then Dan Locke said, you know, when I was young, like these things also happened to me, and like now I'm this like guy and I'm doing all these things, and it's a lot of like just, you know, trying to get into people's heads. And
in this economy, this messaging is working really well, because a lot of this is young people that don't know what to do. They're hearing university is going to be huge debt. They might not make money. I just saw a thing about how COVID is killing the economy, and this next generation of millennials, like they're scared to do shit because, you know, they've seen maybe like 2 recessions, and they're like, do I do stuff, whatever. So right now is a good time to sell classes. I mean,
yeah.
Terrible, but
and so but remember, for the first 3 weeks you can get a refund, but the thing is that they don't give you the substance in the first 3 weeks.
Yeah, they just hype you up.
Right, exactly. In the first 3 weeks, it's all hype. It's all like, you know, getting rid of your lower self and like kind of like the.
It's like self-help weeks. It's like
right.
personal development. It's like brainwash week. They got to
brainwash
you on like how to think.
It's brainwash week, and you're not allowed to learn about any of the substance either. But we have a thing called role playing, and if they find that you're role playing, like in the first 3 weeks, they're like, this is your lower self. Don't worry, you're gonna get something. Stop, you know.
So if you're practicing sales in the first 3 weeks, they say no.
Yeah, they say no.
Wow, that's
like,
nonsense.
You haven't been like indoctrinated yet to like believe that this is your
terrible.
only
Most
hope
sales
in
classes?
life to become one.
I feel like most sales classes are like get on the phone, start talking to people.
No.
Practice.
What gets me about Dan Lok is what makes him different from a lot of gurus is he indoctrinates you with not just I'm successful, but a whole belief system about the world. And then he's got a lot of elements of a cult. I mean, I've asked a lot of people, a lot of his own students have called him a cult on my show. And there are elements of it, like he has you call each other brother and sister. There's mantras, meditations, there's repeatable phrases.
There's people who want to become rich, and there's people who need like couch time. There's people who want a friend. There's people who need therapy. And it's all mixed. It's not separate.
That's a great point.
You know, it's not like you don't need a therapist. You need the love of the HTC family, that, and they'll just straight up come like that to you.
Sometimes it feels like these power moves they do, where they're like, you're not allowed to do sales. If we find out you're doing sales calls, we're gonna kick you out. It almost sets up this like, I'm the guru, you're the student, don't question it.
Right. Well, that's what in the first week of what you call it, and even Dan on Demand, the free one, he's like, don't come to me with so many questions. Like, this is you. Like, your cup is like full, and the master says, I can't, put any more into like a full cup. So empty your cup. Empty your cup. What does that mean? Like, don't even your old identity, forget about it. Like, you're this cool like HTC
I'm
guy.
I'm rewriting the program.
I'm rewriting. I'm going into the
it's the same thing of like, it's the same thing of you, like, I could tell you to not open your eyes and you'd have to listen to me, but I have the power and you don't, and I'm the guru. Yeah.
Well, the classic move is when they do the live ones, they're like, okay, so they set up the class in the morning. They're like, all right, we're going to do this class. We're going to do this exercise. 2:00, there's a bathroom break, and then we'll finish off with this.
Yeah.
And then 2:00 comes around, and they go, hey, normally we do a bathroom break, but you're all pieces of shit. Because everyone's a piece of shit in here. I've never seen such a bunch of pieces of shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Fucking losers. But so guess we got to skip the bathroom break. Lock the doors.
Here's the interesting part, though. It's all on Discord. So I make a friend in there who was a professional salesman in that like first week of class. So after he does class 1, we're all in the Discord rooms, and everybody's kind of drinking the Kool-Aid. They're like, I never knew that like this was the Matrix, the Matrix, all that crap. And there's
oh, that's what he teaches, right?
Right, exactly. Like the rest of the world is the Matrix. It's like they're it's all projection. They're the ones that are the scammers. They're the ones who are brainwashing you.
Yeah.
They're the ones who want to take all your money, and we love you and we're your family and blah blah blah. So it's all like a complete opposite of like what is it, right? So but the guy who's a professional salesman that I make a friend as, like, he's not having any of it, and neither am I. He's like, where the hell is the substance? And I'm in there in that Discord room, and I'm like, where the hell is the substance? And these other people in that Discord room are like, no, we can't do that yet. It's not appropriate to like talk about the substance first. We have to like learn all this stuff. And so that guy and me, like, he creates like a special Discord room where we go in and we kind of say like, hey, like, let's wait until we get to the substance to see what this really is. And he thought the professional salesman in the course thought that was like all a load of crap, basically. Like,
it's just recycled like theory. I mean, he has his like, doesn't he have like the diamonds or what does he do?
Yeah.
Or it's a copy of the diamonds and emeralds. Like,
yeah.
There's like a quadrant theory. It's a quadrant theory of sales where it's like you're a this type, you're this type, you're this type, or this type, and you're always one of those.
Right.
So I learned that at my sales job, but they just called it something different. So he just rebranded it to be Dan Lok's version of that.
And the interesting thing is, like, each time you're done with a class, he keeps telling you your homework is to immerse yourself in my content. Like, just keep watching my videos over and over again. Like, watch 9 videos for
that's the line. That's really the line when someone goes, "You need me." Like Gary Vee. That's why I still think Gary Vee's cool. He never says, "You need me." He says, "Don't do this shit. Think for yourself." Whatever. Dan Lok's literally saying, "Don't think for yourself. You're thinking is their brainwashing."
Now here's where things get real ugly. Like, when you role play, like, after those first 3 weeks, you learn, like, just how to be a straight up manipulator of people's moods and emotions. Like, that's what it's all about. So, like, nothing is off limits, you guys. Like,
what's the tips? What's the
give us a tip.
Okay, so first, you know, you gain trust with the person you're talking to.
And he's teaching you this about how to persuade, right?
Right, exactly. Okay. So first you, like, so someone you're talking to, like, you gain trust. If there's something they love about their life, or if it's something they hate about their life, you're like, oh, like, I understand, like, that's happening to me too. So it creates, like, hey, this person's just like me. They have the same struggles, the same life situations, the same kind of, like, family and stuff, you know, even if you're making it up, of course, like, just like that. So then in the form of just understanding, like, some of these people, like, they really need a therapist. They don't need somebody there just try and sell them something. They have some kind of, like, trauma or pain, or their parents neglected them. That's therapy. That's not, like, a course.
Well, the number one sign is vulnerability more than like stupidity. We assume that people joining these things because they're dumb. It's actually they're joining because they're vulnerable.
They're desperate.
Exactly.
Yep, absolutely.
They're desperate. Okay. So you try to be like a super friend to them, right? They feel comfortable with sharing their deepest, darkest secrets and their highest aspirations with you.
Okay.
So that's the thing. So
what did you share? Can you tell us what you shared?
Like,
what do they got on you?
Basically, it's like, you know, how like, I did those poems on school and the job market. So basically, like, I'm sharing that, like, my frustrations with, like, how this whole thing works and stuff like that. So that's
okay. So you're struggling in the real job market, maybe financial issues, you could say, stuff like that.
Yeah. Like I finally want to be financially independent, get out of my parents' home, stuff like that. But you just gotta remember that you're just a machine, and you only have the purpose of extracting money either through a credit card number or PayPal or any other.
Did they ever like throw it back on you where they're like, "Oh, you're quitting to go back to your mommy's house?"
Oh, like,
you go to your mommy's?
Yeah, well, they'll do no, but you'll never announce that you're quitting there. Like, nobody will ever just announce that. But, like, if you don't buy what they have, like what it is, they'll do that to you. Like, if you're having this deep, dark emotional pain, like, they'll use that against you to say, like, you're always gonna have this pain unless you buy this.
That's what he does in the vow. The vow, he tells you to give me your deepest, dark, like, the saddest thing, the trauma you're suffering from, whatever. So, and then that's what they kind of use.
Right. So here's just where it gets straight up sadistic, is that, like, if you talk about, like, suicide or something like that, they'd say, like, not buying this will kind of, like, make you feel, like, more like that. And then if you talk about, like, your highest dreams, like, I want to build all these hospitals in Africa for, like, people who like have, you know, polio. I don't know. Let's make something up.
I don't want you to give up on your dream.
Right. And then they'll say,
what
like,
about those kids?
Like, what do you think will take you there? Having your FU money so you can finally do that thing you've always wanted.
So they literally will say, you're saying that they will say that if you're depressed, tell them that buying this course will make them not depressed. Keeping the not buying the course will make them more depressed.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Okay. So.
Or they could also say, like, hey, when you're having a hard time closing someone on the phone, think of those kids in Africa. They got polio.
Yes. 100%.
When are you going to build your hospital if you don't get this money?
Either way, like, this is what you have to, like, this is the takeaway. Not buying has dire consequences that'll destroy your life in the long run. Right. Especially if, like, this person that you're talking to is lonely and, like, they feel like you're the only one that they can confide in you. You use it like crazy. It's called level 3 pain. What's the level 3 pain? And dive into that level 3 pain. And then the other one is paint a picture. Okay.
Mike, like, grab the mic. Mike, face.
Oh,
Mike.
Sorry. Okay. So the other one is paint a picture. Paint a picture means, like, what is the beautiful, like, taking so many vacations, the hot girl, that's painted pictures. So level 3 pain, and you don't buy, you're gonna go deeper into that. And
you gotta make your Bilzerian.
Right. Gotta make it, because it's like, oh, I'm struggling with like debt and paying my mortgage or what have you. Like this 2,500 is nothing. You owe like $10,000. This 2,500 is like a step in that direction to like save you.
You got to spend money to make money.
Right. You got to spend money to make money. Exactly. They'll use that.
That's how you're showing the universe that you believe in abundance.
Right. Exactly. 100%. But when I got in, I took it very seriously. And when I was done, like I had tons and tons of like role play hours. So here's where it gets really nasty. So class 7, you're absolutely like all the tactics are used like back on you. And
that's the funny thing. They're teaching you stuff, but like you're also getting indoctrinated as they teach you.
Right. Exactly. So class 7 is like about joining Inner Circle, and all the tactics of manipulating your emotions are used. You're even told that if you have less money in the bank than the actual cost of Inner Circle, that just means you need it more. Right?
Yeah, of course. If you can't afford it, that's a sign that you need it.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Ever heard of a credit card, a personal loan?
Right.
This is the last $1,000 on the credit card. Spend it. That's God's sign.
Right.
That's God's.
Right. So now, so here's where I get smart, and that professional salesperson is saying like, don't fall for it, basically. Right. And so then I say, no, but I see almost like all these other people that I graduated with. It says my connection is kind of messed up. Are you guys still there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So all these other people that I graduated with, they just dive into Inner Circle, like not even a question for them, because they're on the thing. So then I say to myself, well, hold on a second.
Kool-Aid.
Right, exactly. So that but here's where I say to myself, so if they're joining Inner Circle and I'm like such big friends with them, I'll just ask them about Inner Circle. Why would I need to join it? I have access to these people. I can talk to these people. Like, why the hell would I? That's where my
back to the Guruji and show the universe that you believe in abundance.
Right? Yeah, exactly. So the funny thing. So the funny thing is this. So I'm like, if these people who join Inner Circle aren't super successful within the next few months, I know that this is all a load of crap.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Like, okay. So then I'm like, so then I say to those people that joined Inner Circle, and this is another thing, to be on any closing team that he has, you have to be in Inner Circle, or else you can't get on a closing team.
Is this closers.com his business?
No, it's something like that, but it's a little different. Then when his sales kind of like started going down, he started opening it up to everybody, blah blah blah, whatever. But the thing that you have to know is that so the only way that you can be on a closing team is if you join Inner Circle. But at the beginning, he keeps on telling you, if you're really, really good at the end of this whole thing, I'm just going to take you on. He never says, oh, if you're really, really good at the end of this whole thing, you have to join Inner Circle that I take you on.
That is what the other guys. So I had a guy on who said, yeah, Dan basically promised me a job and he never gave it to me. It's one of the. That's what I think Joel.
It's a commission-only job on closers.com, I guess, right?
Right. So the thing is that if you're really, really good, you never said we had to join Inner Circle. You just said you'll take us on. You never, you never said a thing. And the thing is, do not talk about Inner Circle until like the big thing at the end. You're not supposed. But then like when you're in there, you see like HTCIC, and then you if you talk about Inner Circle like thing, it's not a big no. But like all the people who took the HTC before, like they're not supposed to talk about it at the end. But if you bring it up, they can talk about it. Now, yet for Inner Circle, there were some exceptions. So the exception was like I joined Team Live Rich. And Team Live Rich was Kevin David's thing, and
Kevin David was in
No. The thing is, no, Kevin David and HTC like it was kind of like, speaking of Fallout,
they speak at each other's things.
Yeah, they're all like connected in a way. Yeah,
I didn't know that they're all. Wow, what a community!
No, but here's the interesting.
What a beautiful community.
Here's the interesting part about it is that when I joined HTC, I was like, where the hell is Kayvon? Because Kayvon was in Dan on Demand. You could hear his voice. You could hear all those recordings. But
Jason
then
Capital speaks there too.
Right. But then I joined HTC, and I'm like, I was looking forward to talk to Kayvon, but he was like gone. And
there's rumors around that Kayvon was one of the real originators. And take it for what it is. It's a rumor.
Right.
There are rumors around that Kayvon basically created HTC. And then basically there was a falling out because people weren't getting paid or Dan Locke said that Kayvon was stealing clients, whatever. But rumor is that Kayvon may be the real sales guy behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And that Dan Locke doesn't know anything about sales, that Kayvon knows about sales. That's what the rumor is.
Well, I've heard that Dan Locke knows how to teach sales. Like he teaches the curriculum over and over again. And if you would go into his HTC course, actually, he does every season a new 15 hours. He's on season like 12 now, but he teaches the same class every year, and every year he's like season 2.
No, but if you're not a salesman, you can't teach sales. I mean, I can teach out of a book, but what do you know?
What he does. That's what he does. He just teaches out of a book. I don't think he can do sales, but I've heard that from a couple of people. He can't do the sales himself.
Well,
so that's the thing.
Opinion.
Hey. Right. This is all opinion. I submitted.
Don't tell Sifu.
So then, my application to be on Kevin David's team was approved by none other than Jake Tran. So the thing is
that. So Jake Tran's in the mix. Jake Tran does good documentaries though.
Yeah.
He's transitioned out. He's transitioned away from the gurus.
Good for him. I feel like the smart people realize,
but maybe not.
Like,
maybe he's still doing it. I don't know.
When I think Jake Tran was one of the friendliest people in that whole thing. When I joined Kevin David's team, it was a frat house. Basically, like that's the way these salespeople. It was a frat house. Now,
why do I get the feeling you don't mix with frat houses?
Right.
Not a frat house guy. They didn't welcome you in.
No. Like I just don't like that stuff.
He doesn't like it.
It's like I'm kind of like, I know it may seem a little weird, but I am a bit of an introvert. It's just that when I I'm not an introvert. I'm an ambivert. When I get into my element, I can really like do it. But when I'm out of my element, I'm kind of like, right? Yeah.
When Ariel the Avalanche is in his element, he brings the heat.
Look, sometimes it avalanches, sometimes it pours, whatever
Right. It depends on the scenario. It depends on the scenario. Okay. So then, but my friend who joined Inner Circle and submitted a video for the same guys, he didn't get in.
Oh.
Right. Yeah. So, but here's the funny thing. Oh, and when you don't get into Inner Circle, when they have the whole big thing about it,
you have a shame list?
They send other HTC members who are in Inner Circle to badger you until you get in.
Like okay. Yeah. You let everyone. You made it sound like they don't let you in, and it's they're letting everyone in.
Even though they say this is expiring and this is going to be gone soon and blah blah blah, they send someone to absolutely badger you. So
you pay them to take the class, and then you're paying them to be their practice salesperson.
No. Here's the part.
Close them. They're like, hey, close them. They're worried.
Look, like this is the part that really pissed me off.
Yeah.
There was a lady XAE like thing, and she was saying like join, and then I'm like, this is supposed to be my graduation call, and I don't appreciate you trying to and then I said
so
like
funny.
Are we gonna,
I invited my whole family here for a graduation. Give me my graduation certificate from Dan Locke, and I will walk out.
No, but here, no. Like this is the part that pissed me off. I'm like, are we gonna like practice to see like how good am I at role playing? How to actually? If I see no return on investment, I'm not investing anymore. You can shove it. Like that was like my thing to her. And then she's like, oh, and then I'm like, so are we going to practice? Are we going to see like what opportunities are open for me and like what's going to happen? And she just completely ignored that. And she's like, but it's inner circle, it's inner circle. I'm like, get lost. And then she wanted to talk to my mom, and my mom just shut that down like the minute it came. He's like, he already invested, he's not. And then I was like in the same thing. It's like, look, I already gave you the 2,500. I have not made my return on investment back.
So they said put mom on the phone.
Right. Yeah, they said that. And then
watch these people.
So then no, the funny part was she said, "Oh, but you told me like you're on Kevin David's team, right?" And she's like, "Making your money back is going to be so easy. Making your money back, you're already on their team."
Oh yeah, classic. They did that at Trump University too.
And what are you doing on Kevin David's team? You're selling for Kevin David now? So you're
I'm selling for Kevin David. I'm selling for Kevin David. Okay. No, but they give you access to all of his courses when you join. Like that's
no, it's not so bad. You get the courses.
Right. Yeah. So here's
it's a giant pyramid scheme, dude.
So here's
a pyramid scheme of gurus selling for gurus, selling for gurus. You get the guru to sell for the guru.
So before you actually get permanently on his team, even after the video application, they make you go through a trial. They have like this giant spreadsheet of people who like signed up but they never bought. And they through the web they gave their email and their phone numbers through the webinar, and your job as like a trainee is to see if you can close them.
You know how like natives they use every part of the animal, like they kill an animal, and they're like, use the bones for this, use the hide for this.
This is a
guy
good point.
Is high efficiency. He goes, okay, well, what are we going to do with these dead leads? Give them to the students.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So that's what they, okay. So that's
the leads are weak. The leads are weak. You're weak.
So
yeah, they go. This guy said I'm going to kill myself if you call me again. I'm going crazy. Like, give it to the students. Give it to the students.
So I actually managed to like sell like 2 people. So that but here's the funny
you closed it, didn't you?
It's like I want to keep in touch with these people to see if the product actually worked for them and it actually helped them.
Ariel, imagine you ruin 2 people's lives. Like they just goes on such a downward spiral because you closed them on this shit.
One of them got a refund. One of them got a refund, but there's more to the story. One of them got a refund, but the thing is, when I tried to contact these people back to see like what's up and what they're doing, like they're not. And one of them I got on a payment plan, so it was like I only got like $10.
Wow, you have blood on your hands, brother. You're gonna be walking down the street one day. There's gonna be a homeless guy. Is gonna be Ariel. It's me. FCC. You told me. That's what you did. You ruined some guy's life. He's gonna be sucking some guy's dick behind a dumpster. Ariel. Ariel, it's me.
HCC. You don't remember Kevin David?
You remember Kevin
Get Rich Club? The Get Rich Club? You don't remember me?
You closed me. Kevin David.
Hey, come back. Why are you driving away?
Hey.
But like you get such shitty commissions anyway. But I tried.
Wow, you ruined his life for no. Okay, good.
I tried to I tried to keep up but if that guy wants to, whatever. So the thing is, all of a sudden this is what happens. So I passed the trial, right? Because I made my boom.
Hey,
but then you can tell the same thing to Jake Trant because he was in on the whole thing. But the thing is, so I passed my trial, and so I need some more help with like sales. So then I get someone who's in Team Live Rich. He says, "Okay, give me one of your recordings, and then I'll
Team
see,
Live Rich,
and then I'll see like where you can improve and where you can improve." Okay, so then I send him one of my recordings, and the first 3 seconds of the recording.
What happened?
Tom just entered the room. Tom, if you're watching, hang on, buddy.
Okay, so the first 3 seconds of the recording is not is not recorded. So basically, and then I say it won't happen again. So I go back to log into my Team Live Rich account, and I see it says like you're using the wrong password.
No!
I'm always using this password. Like, what the hell is going on over here?
Yeah.
And then I reset, and then I forgot password. I put my email in, and then they're like, we have like that email is no longer, like that account is expired or something. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then all of a sudden I see that what Joey, this guy, he's the head, and he sends me a message. He says, you're no longer on the team. We're sorry, we had to offboard you. So
Offboarded?
Like,
why'd you get offboarded?
Offboarded.
You made
so
2 closes.
Why was why was I offboarded? Because I didn't record the whole call. Because they couldn't hear my tonality when I said hello to the person on the other end of the line. And that
Tom, quit joining and leaving. Tom, please.
Okay,
hang on. I apologize about that.
I gotta take a 2-minute break after this too, and we have a super chat after this too. But yeah, but keep going.
Okay.
Oh my God, Tom, stop exiting. Tom has entered and exited this room like 8 times, and then every time he does it, it resets the thing. Tom, just don't move. Don't move from where you are.
He has a link. Okay. So
you're not the only one. Ariel's like,
right.
Wait, I'm not the only one with the link.
Tom got a link.
Right.
Yeah, Tom has a link. Come on.
Right. Of course he does. Okay. So the thing is, okay. So
stop entering and leaving. Jesus Christ! I'm gonna revoke your link. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So this is the funny part. They offboard me. Okay. But I still without even like, hey, like, you know, we're telling, just without even me knowing, all of a sudden I can't. What kind of business does something that stupid? Just let someone go without even like letting them know or telling them. Okay.
Either they're scamming or you got to work on your people skills, because this is a scam where they're getting money out of you and they're like, we offboarded you.
This is really stupid.
Even Dan said no.
No, but hang on, let me tell you.
Yeah.
The part that's really dumb is that I still have their leads coming in after they offboarded me.
Are those the garbage leads?
Right? No. They're incoming leads.
What if you emailed all of them and you're like, hey, this is a gigantic scam.
No. So yeah, they called me, and then I'm like, they're like, oh, what about this and that? And I'm like, I've just been offboarded. I don't even know why you have like my email. So I'm like talking about how much their stuff sucks when they're still sending me.
You're still on the sales team.
But I'm still
on the sales team.
You're an anti-closer.
I become an anti. No, but how can you be that stupid to just like
it's
not
just
even
unorganized? It's not even stupid. It's just they're unorganized.
It's just
lazy.
like it's just lazy. And you know what the even more interesting funny part is? When I got in, they were actually talking about leaving Inner Circle.
Who's they?
The members of Team Live Rich. They're like, it's too expensive. It's not worth it. Yeah. And then the lead of Inner Circle says that Desmond Soon called him and told him he was he was like a narcissistic millennial or something like that. For leaving the head of Team Live Rich, who's not. It's someone else. It's
clearly
Joey.
A psycho himself, and then he's like, you're a psycho.
And exactly for doing that. And it's funny. And then I said, you know, there was somebody else in Inner Circle who told me to keep buying and buying. And they're like, no, it's not worth it. And it's like, I'm already on a team, so. That it's fun. You see, these are the internal politics that's happening.
I love that. I like the details of how these organizations work on the inside. Like
it is very interesting. Now,
the devil's in the details.
Right, the devil's in the details. So next, I joined this other closing team, and it's called Closers Club, and I give them some of my recordings of the Team Live Rich stuff that I did, and so they onboard me, and they're also not related to you don't have to be an Inner Circle to join, but they do recommend it. But then I say, I tell the guy who's the head of that, and I say I was so disgusted with the way that I was offboarded, and then he said that this kind of stuff doesn't happen with them. So when I joined this Closers Club,
he's like, we'll take anyone. Can you call your mom? Can you call your mom right now? We'll take it. I don't know what they're thinking. Can I call your mom? We'll take you. That's it, dude. They take everyone.
the first thing that they had me selling was this thing called Legacy Custom Songs. Okay.
Oh my
They
gosh, dude! What?
I love
is
Legacy.
that one of
They
those
put
CDs
Legacy?
like where they're like, we have the '50s greatest hits,
No,
perfect if you're an old boomer.
You guys got it. No, you guys. No. It's for people who
They do that though. They're like, you'll get the classic stuff, classic vault. I've seen classic vault on so many sales pages where they're like the pickup artists. They're like, and then get all my canceled stuff with the classic vault. It's like another add-on.
Okay, so what it is that there are these people who their loved ones have passed away, and I kid you not, you're supposed to convince them to buy like a $2,000 MP4 for the death of their loved one.
Okay, where do they get this list? Because when I was in Trump University, they had a list like this. They were like, find out where to get people.
No.
Explain what the product is again. It's an MP4 of your dead one.
No. It's an MP4 of like dedicated to a loved one who died. That's what
it's
it is.
It's a memorial. They just created.
Yeah,
it's like a memorial mixtape. It's like here's your dead. Hey. Your kid's dead. Here's his best moments. Here's his highlights. Actually, not too great of a life, to be honest. We didn't have a lot of footage. You failed us.
Yeah.
But here's a little Blink 182. And these are the greatest times of my life.
Okay,
Green Day or whatever.
This was the most
another turning.
This was one of the most depressing like assignments I've been on because you listen to these people's sob stories. And then you give them price shock after that, and they're just coming in like clockwork.
Hey, do you like Dead Johnny? That'll be $5,000. You sound like you really like them, so we're gonna bump up that old price. You need the premium deluxe package. How much were these things?
Right.
2,000.
Right. They were like $1,000 to $2,000.
Dude, for an MP4, forget about it. Send it to me, dude. I'll cut up little Timmy's mixtape. I mean, that's fine.
Well, but are you saying that they had a list of people who a loved one died recently?
No. They were coming in.
They were coming in. How do they get them to come in? Like someone died recently and they come in?
I don't know. Maybe like through their website.
Because Trump University had this. They were like find. Yeah, they just killed them.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, are you feeling vulnerable? But yeah, Trump had that. They were like, find divorces, find deaths,
and step
in the
on
family.
them.
Right.
Look at the obituary, step on the neck. Yeah.
That's basically what. And a lot of these people were like on Social Security, on like Medicaid, on like fixed like income benefits, and they had no way to like root those people out. And it was you just get depression listening to all of these stories. But one of my friends, he closed a sale. He managed to there was someone who died from like an accident of like cutting down a tree. The tree like fell on him, and I don't know, the family had a good amount of money, so they decided to buy the song from my friend.
So what? So no, I thought it was a video MP4.
No, it's like a video and a song like that thing, but still it's like.
Oh yeah, so I mean, do you get in there and you go, hey, let me be honest. He's going to hell if you don't buy. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
that's right away.
Let's be honest. Timmy's gone. Okay. We all saw him get chopped up.
The question is, what are you prepared to do about it?
Yeah.
What are you prepared? Do you think Timmy would be happy if you didn't get this MP4? He wants you to see him every day. You could be watching this every day.
Yeah. I think I've seen a church scam like this too, where someone dies and you buy a thing that ensures their heaven.
Timmy's greatest hits.
Yeah. So then the other thing that happens is that there's a lot of bad blood building up between like HTC, Team Live Rich, and Closers Club. And
yeah, it's all con artists attacking each other.
Right. And it's all like coming to a head where like that salesperson that I knew, they have these groups where like they're making fun of Dan Lok, like, and they're calling him like dumb, and his inner circle is like this. And then and then all of a sudden, like a lot of people who are in this Closers Club that I'm in, they decide to leave Inner Circle, and it's like, I'm ahead of the curve in all of you. Like, I never joined it.
Yeah.
And all of them are leaving Inner Circle because it's draining them. Like, the internal politics is like destroying them. And you know,
very negative.
What a boom is called is like when you close someone, it's a boom, and you feel great, and everyone's supposed to congratulate you on your booms. they're calling leaving Inner Circle a boom, right?
They call it a boom or a bust?
Like
Would that be a bust?
A boom, because boom, I'm not paying the $200 monthly fee. I'm making money. Boom. It's like
boom. I'm not a debt. I'm not going into more debt.
Boom. Now
right. Exactly. So it actually all culminates. Now here's where we get into like conception and like what do you call that movie where it's like a dream? Inception. Where we get into Inception. Inception, yeah, where the head of Inner Circle posted one of your interviews, Steven.
Right? As this is the troublemaker. This is the sheriff.
No. As like why? No. Because all of this bad blood was being like created with thing, and then the head of Inner Circle. No, he posts one of your videos to show why we keep leaving Inner Circle and why we don't want to be a part of this anymore.
Right.
Where Inner Circle is kind of like a spin-off of HTC anyway.
So when it's time to leave, they get the CoffeeZilla videos. They go, I'll tell you what I don't like.
Yeah.
When it's time exactly. When it's time to leave, they play the CoffeeZilla videos. And so, like,
how do you feel about that?
I think it's funny that like when they're in it, they're reporting my video. They're like, this guy, he's harassing Dan, Daddy Dan. And then when they leave, they go, oh, he's right all along. Oh, Steven actually was onto something. It's like, you know what? That is not a win to me. The win is catching someone before they go down this rabbit hole.
Right.
And saving them from spending the money and wasting the money. That's a win. It's not I don't take any particular pleasure in being like, I told you so. It's kind of like whatever.
You're not supposed to. That's the sin.
Yeah. And
you have to help them without getting happy about it. You can't.
And there was another assignment that Closers Club actually had that was called Clicked In, and it was like a spin-off off of LinkedIn where they used all these algorithms to find
they made their own.
The perfect audience. But then all of a sudden, like the accounts of all of our LinkedIn accounts, they got banned permanently because we were attaching them to these robots. It was so
you were using bots, and
he's advanced level game.
So Dan got you banned. It was
them. It was
the Closers Club. Closers Club got you banned.
Right. Closers Club got me banned, and then they it sucked. So I managed to make only a measly $50 from that assignment, and they wanted me to create an invoice for that.
You know the funniest part? You know the absolute funniest part?
They said
is
send
that
an
the
invoice
whole
and we'll process
pitch
payment.
is that what are you, a pharmacist? Don't you want to make real money? Come work for the Get Live Rich Club, and then you're making like, wait, how much did you make on that sale, by the way? Total. How much did you make after
like
$100?
And
they were like, yeah, send us the invoice, we'll pay you. They paid you the 100, or
this was different. This is clicked in.
To send an invoice is a classic.
So you made $100 after spending $2,500. That's a bad investment.
I basically made $250 like total spending.
So you only lost 90% of your money.
Yeah,
wow.
and it's
a bunch of time.
It's
a lot of time.
Oh yeah, and it's not just the money. It's like the time, the headache, like all of a role play. You have to do like 500 role plays before you're finally into like selling something.
It's the worst. Look, what I'm always trying to tell people is like, if you just had a minimum wage job, you'd make so much more than a lot of these get rich coaches or whatever a high ticket closing courses tell you you're gonna make.
A real sales coach even will tell you, like, just get on the phone and start calling people. Get a script. You should be calling people by the end of end of day. Right. Like, just call. That's how you learn. You'll practice by calling them.
It's crazy.
This is when and that $50 I got was supposed to be a recurring monthly, because the user was supposed to use the service monthly. But then I find out that
they canceled.
No, not the guy canceled, but the head of the thing that Closers Club was working in. His name was Frank, and he was a very, very slimy guy.
He jacked your commission?
After no. I got the first commission, but then he cut all ties with us, and I only got that 50. And then the monthly 50 that I was supposed to get monthly, gone.
No honor among thieves. You pay the commission. That's rule number one. You always pay commissions.
Well, apparently not.
Right.
Now,
that's sales and
Ariel, we got Mr. Nash on the other line. What happens in the end? I want to start getting us towards the end game here. Obviously, we are getting there.
So what happened? Okay. So this is my main takeaway. It's like, from what I've seen, like most of these sales things are like snake pits. It just takes a special kind of scumbag to get on top. You know, if you have like morality, honesty, and like you want to create like good, deep, lasting relationships, it'll end up eating you alive. And customers need to be able to like trust the closer, to trust the person who's on the other line, right?
And God is great.
But then it's like closers can't even trust their own teams or the people who hire them.
Are you guys listening? Listen to this.
Right.
So why you don't join?
You're constantly walking on eggshells in this high stress, high pressure environment. One wrong move and they'll just get rid of you in a heartbeat.
Of course.
And they won't even pay you. And you can't do anything about it. And especially when it's online. So I was just so disgusted and repulsed by all the internal politics and the backstabbing. So it just makes you want to puke. And also at that time when I lost my seasonal job from Best Buy and I was like, I'm not feeling so good right now. It's like they kick you when you're down. They don't even try to help you or care about like what's going on in your real life. Everything is transactional. And nothing is out of love and friendship or camaraderie or anything.
Well, that's the funny thing. And then they say you're the family. Oh, we're your brothers and sisters.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
real family is the drip.
Exactly. It's
real congregation is this congregation right here.
It's all a fake smoke screen, and they just want to get their hooks into you.
We won't even ask you for your money.
Right. And then after their hooks are into you, they want you to be their personal moneymaker.
Yep.
And I don't think like I just thank God that I didn't touch anything after like the initial kind of payment. I learned from that. And you know, I have like my story out there.
We're glad that you got out of it too. It's really important. A lot of people, as you said, there are a lot of cases where they dig themselves deeper, and we're happy you didn't do that. And we really appreciate you coming on, because I think this gives some valuable perspective for those of you who are looking into this. Hopefully you see this before you join, right? Like, as I said, I take no pleasure if you leave, Dan Locke's thing and then you find me and then you're like, oh yeah, I should have listened before. I'm not happy about that.
Yeah. He's a big man. I definitely take pleasure. I think it's hilarious, but also no judgment. If it happens to everyone, it happens to everyone. Talk about it, get the jokes out, come on the show. You know what I mean? But I think that's my sin. That's my sin.
And that time that I called you guys under the moniker of Yang Gang, and I talked about why it's important to have a floor, because Rar, the head of Closers Club, said like he personally knew people who are homeless and like on the verge of committing suicide. So this is
Closers. It gets in the Dan
Locke? No. In Dan Locke's thing, like they'll never show that to you in the front end.
Oh, of course.
You'll just see that on the back end. But that's the thing. But I'm like, people don't deserve a death.
I want to see this suicide list. This like death in the family list. What are these lists?
People don't deserve like a financial death
hey, this is really bad, but do you think they pass them off to Closers Club to sell them an MP4?
Well, they don't give it to the new people.
Hey, do they go, look, let's get his highlight clip from the role playing. We got a bunch of recorded tapes of him trying to close people.
Nothing is off limits.
Dark, bro.
Nothing is off.
It's dark.
I heard like they had like a special kind of like closers team where they like only sold to like third world countries, and they were trying to use like special manipulation tactics on that. It's the internal politics that is so grotesque. It just gets into, like coming in, I thought like, oh, I'm gonna make money and I want to like visit some of these people in real life one day when I can afford like to travel to their countries.
You want to help people.
Have like because like the Closers in Black thing, like come meet these people in person. So you want to get that sense of like camaraderie and family, but then it's just
poof. You can only get that here, guys.
Yeah,
my mom is making me food. And I feel like such an asshole because like I can't even go. First of all, I have to be like, hey, no Price is Right during the show. But then also she's making food and she's like, "You gonna eat now?" So let me just go tell my mom real quick. Steven, I'll be right back. Baby, love you. Thanks for coming on, dude.
Yeah, dude. Thank you, Ariel.
Sure. And that's why, because like my mind deep dives, it like goes into the analytics, and anything I can do to like help this community or like fight back against these people, like I'm there, because what happens is just so wrong. It's just using people's weakness and heartache,
desperation,
and
sadness,
and just
loneliness,
and like mixing it and turning it in on them.
It's disgusting.
And it's grotesque. Yeah.
Thanks for sharing your story, Ariel. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned some lesson on YouTube, because we're gonna put this up as a clip, so a whole separate clip. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. And I hope to I'll probably make poems about this and like.
Yeah, dude, come on and tell us your poems. Listen, people are joking that I shouldn't put your name in the title. They just go, hey, put up the video and just say like Guy tells on HTC.
Right, you just revolutionary thinking, but I mean it's already. I don't know if you can see my full name right there, but like that's the thing. But I would appreciate it if you put the name of my channel, because then I can go into like some more deep dives and stuff like that.
Sweet.
But, yeah.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, for sure.
Peace.
All right, man. Good one. We're just, these are some stories, bro. These are some stories.
He's got stories all day. Yeah, next week we have a great one too. Next week we have a pretty wild one actually. He's been through it. Scam rehab.
Tom Nash. Guys, this is what we're talking about. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. This is a big change in place.
Bilzerian, baby.
So, because it's a change in pace, we do what we always do. Hold on, Nash. I'm about to put you up. We're going to play our song, though, first to reset, get us in a new headspace. I hope you enjoyed that episode of Scam Rehab. But let's reset.
Yeah. Yo, we got a super chat in there.
Oh, we got to call it the super chat. Hey. It was Out on Bail, 20 Canadian. He said, great show, guys. Greetings from Toronto. Thanks you, man. Appreciate you.
What's up, baby? I'm here.
I'm not surprised that the guy Out on Bail is from Toronto. I'm just going to say that.
Good name.
That's hot. That's hot.
I can honestly say I did not make that. Someone made it, and that's beautiful.
And Tom, 259,000 people in chat for you right now, freaking out. They're all screaming. Listen, here. We've actually got a live studio audience. I'll turn on their mics real quick.
They're saying we need more Bilzerian videos. How many Bilzerian videos this year? What up?
Hey, so we've also got Amish Patel in the house. Oh, that's rude. I don't know.
Are you doing this joke from the 80s? Guy, stop. What is this? The crickets?
The crickets?
Do Amish Patel and do a car crashing into a wall or something. What do you got?
Ooh. Hey, so that's the sound of Amish's comedy set.
Yeah,
bomb.
I kill it. So that's called killing it.
That's called bombing.
That's called killing it. It's so people are going crazy. What's up, Habibi? How you doing?
Tom, hey, buddy.
Nash. Sorry to keep you waiting, dude. Did you kept like logging in?
So I invited Tom on the show, guys, for a very specific purpose. Let me just get it out the way, because we're gonna also turn this into a clip. Everything's becoming a clip today. Dan Bilzerian, ladies and gentlemen, just dropped an unaudited Q4, and we brought on the man himself, Tom Nash, to tell us about it. This man has uploaded more videos than Dan Bilzerian has uploaded about himself. He's the Dan Bilzerian master. He knows everything about Dan Bilzerian, and not only that, I learned recently that Dan Bilzerian knows about Tom Nash and is afraid of this man.
Yeah.
Is that true, Tom?
No, I don't think he's afraid.
Tom, you've done so many videos that when Bilzerian says like the YouTubers are going to go crazy, he's talking about you, I think.
Yeah.
He's talking about me and Jamari.
Jamari? Oh, okay. There's been a couple. There's a V2.
Yeah, Jamari is also Jamari ruined him. But Prison?
Prison? Yeah, you like that? I literally pulled that from you. That thumbnail, guys. Everyone, the thumbnail is literally from Tom. I was inspired by Tom. It's a picture of Dan Bilzerian. And he goes, prison? That's my favorite. So let's talk about him right now.
Good
it's like
question.
total clickbait.
It's a great thumbnail.
It's a great thumbnail. So Dan
I used
Bilzerian,
it 14 times.
I know. I know you did.
That's what I love about it. That's what I love about it.
You know, I retired the thumbnail.
No, you should. I don't know why you did. At this point, it's funny. It's the funniest thumbnail you could put up. Is because why would you retire it? It's working.
Couldn't. All of my Dan Bilzerian videos have the same thumbnail still.
I know.
But I completely changed it. It just says now Ignite.
No, don't do that. Don't change it. Hey, don't change what's working.
I think it's the next meme.
It's yeah.
Ignite.
Yeah.
Prison is sexy.
It's the next
dude.
meme.
Prison sexy.
Prison is
hey,
sexy.
so check this out.
No.
Tom, comment on this. I want you to comment on this because we have a whole competition, whatever, lined up for the people. But before we get into that, let's just set the stage, okay? So Tom, you've been ripping into this man for a while. And I did. Everyone has, because Ignite is Dan Bilzerian's company, but they've been literally igniting money. How much money have they blown through, and how much money did they make?
Well, you said it in your video. It's they burned through like 100 million in 2 years.
Wow.
Meanwhile, how much have they made in sales? How much have they made in sales in the first 3 quarters of this year? 2 million. Something
I
like
want
that.
to say 2.5 million.
Yeah, 2.5 million.
Yeah. 2.5 million.
In sales, guys. That's not profit. That's sales. So
but now things are different.
Things are different. Now Dan Bilzerian, got hit by the algorithm. He says Ignite announces a profitable fourth quarter. I guess the press and the dumb YouTubers were wrong. And then we get this. It is an unaudited Q4 account. Wait, why can't I?
I mean, it says unaudited at the top. Like, why doesn't he just take that out?
No, but wait, it's worse. It's not just unaudited. He didn't even post the unaudited financials. He just posted this one pager.
Yeah.
It's a one pager that's referencing to an unaudited financial.
That's why it's like, why put unaudited even? Because you're not putting any real proof. Why does he even put unaudited? Like,
no, it's kind of common. I mean, a lot of companies put up unaudited financials. That's not out of the ordinary.
But you're saying they don't have. They're not telling you where the money's coming from, and the results are shocking because you look. If this is real,
no, this is Elon Musk level performance, brother.
If this is real,
this is like SpaceX.
If this
Come
is
on,
real,
Elon Musk is doing.
This is Neuralink.
This is Musk is like making electric cars and going to space. This guy's on a boat with a bunch of models. He's useless.
It's different. It is different though. It might be similar levels of manipulation, but it's different because Elon Musk is at least respectable.
Let's go through the results though.
Yeah, let's go through the results. Okay, so Dan Bilzerian, who made $2 million in the first 3 quarters, ended December 31 with a $10 million quarter. Which exceeded revenue for the previous 3 quarters combined. So he 5x'd his sales, which but per quarter, what is that? Because what did he actually do per quarter comparatively? He not only 5x, he 15x'd his sales. 15x'd his sales over 3 months. How is that possible? So the first 3 quarters he was making whatever, and then now he did 10 million. That's 15x what each quarter was.
No, I think it means that he ended the year with a 10 million revenue, meaning that he created 7.5 million revenue in the last quarter.
No. The company's revenue in the fourth quarter was $10 million.
In the fourth quarter only.
The company's revenue in the fourth quarter ended December was. Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, fourth quarter only. So you guys both.
So it's even worse. It's even more astounding of an answer. So Tom,
I didn't even know that.
You and I were talking like, hey, how do we think that Dan came up with this money? Because, you have one answer, which is he legitimately, suddenly, the demand for his product was 15x what it normally was. Now, you could say holidays, maybe, but it's not like a video game. It's like weed pins. It's like white label weed pins. Is there 15x the demand? Very unlikely. And how do you have the logistics for that, right? Tom, tell us why this is probably not normal sales.
Wait. I'll give you, listen, I have 5 very plausible scenarios how this has happened. And
Okay.
we're not gonna make a. I don't want to make a mockery out of this. I don't want to be cynical.
And you
I
guys
wanna
both owe an
do-
apology video. If this comes back audited,
Listen,
apology,
first
apology.
of all, for
both of you.
sure.
For sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Listen, I want to do a full company forensics. I want to take you down the rabbit hole. Let's talk about 5 very plausible, reasonable scenarios how this could have happened. I want to really give him like the respect he deserves because I think, I mean, this kind of execution, my goodness,
That's
this
really-
is like
Really funny you say that, Tom, because I actually created 5 also plausible explanations. I was also wondering, maybe we should gamify this.
Oh,
Here,
shit.
let's do this, okay? Amish, you're going to be the moderator, okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to give my 5 reasons that Dan Bilzerian could have pulled off $10 million. Then Tom will give his 5 reasons. At the end of it, whoever wins, the other guy has to post on their Twitter account that Ignite is a legitimate company and they apologize to Dan Bilzerian. Now,
How do we decide who wins, though?
Deeply apologize, deeply embarrassed.
well, it's a combination. It's okay. So I believe that Amish should be allowed to manipulate the audience, but then the audience gets to straw poll decide. So the
Wow, how
audience
about
has
we
the
pick
final say,
your-
but then you can like talk to them and try to convince them one way or the other.
Sure, but I think you got okay. So you're gonna give 5. He's gonna give 5. I feel like we should pick your top one. Your top one. We could make a poll with them.
Correct.
But I should pick the top and top.
Yes. So you pick the top,
or
and
or
then-
you can do the aggregate approach though. I mean, who was more reasonable?
No, it's
Because
not
this
about
is
reason.
comedy. We're not
Well-
trying to be funny. We're trying to be
This is
business
America,
oriented.
baby.
Oh,
One
okay.
hit
This
takes
is
all,
very
one hit
serious.
takes
Okay,
all.
very serious.
This
All right.
is serious business, ladies.
But we
ladies and
need to
gentlemen.
get
This
to
is
the
serious.
best reason. So it's like the best reason. I'll give you other. Okay, I'll judge it on overall honesty, but then it'll have to be like this one
Amish,
goes
you're the
forward.
moderator. You decide what the rules are, and then at
Yeah.
the end, though, the straw poll is the audience decides.
Yeah,
you
straw
have
poll,
final
audience will
say.
decide.
We'll put that up. All right.
Okay, so let's
so
go.
reasons that Dan Bilzerian could have gotten $10 million suddenly. What do you think, Tom?
I'm gonna keep my cards next to my chest. I'm not gonna give you anything.
Wait, what?
I want to
What?
win
No,
this.
you have to give us 5 reasons.
I'm going first. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you make me go first, bro. You're moving the goalposts.
You give
Jesus.
like 3.
Bro.
I'll give 3, and then
See,
you
we have
give
to make
2. I'll
sure-
give 2.
This man has the home court advantage. He has the referee in his
All
back
right,
pocket.
I'll go
and I'm
first.
going
Fine,
first.
fine. I'll go
pocket?
first. Okay.
No, no, no.
Okay.
I'll vote right.
All right. One of my thoughts is that I think that he dipped in the old trust fund and he started buying up Ignite products. I think Papa Bilzerian corporate rated somebody. Then he dug into Papa's account. Papa, he said, Papa, $10 million, Papa. And then buys his own vape products. $10 million. Then he releases this. Stock goes boop. And then he sells off. I don't know. Maybe. What do you think, Tom?
Okay.
These are all hypothetical allegations.
Hypothetical.
You give
That's
one.
interesting. Now, I have an issue with that, but go ahead.
I want to hear the other 4 because I'm really curious to see what else you have.
No, you
Let's
can't.
wait and do that.
No, we have to go one by
We're
one.
not doing 4 and 4.
1 by 1? Okay.
Yeah.
One by
No,
one,
I'll
okay.
tell you why. Because mine has a Bilzerian heads rating. So every single one of my 5 has a rating of how many Bilzerian heads I'm giving it to it. So basically, 1 Bilzerian head means it's a complete rumor and there's no shred of truth.
This guy
5
must be
Bilzerian
done.
heads. 5 Bilzerian heads mean
You
it's
came
pretty much
prepared.
fact.
Okay.
Like facts. with
All
the
right.
next.
All right.
Tom came
All right.
prepared.
Tom,
You know,
all
I
right,
prepared myself.
give us your first one. Give us your first one.
Prepared. Give us
No,
this.
but I'm giving my
So-
5 they kind of build on each other. I can't.
Oh, okay.
Gonna
Well,
bring
how
it.
many
He's gotta do 5 in a row.
Bilzerian heads would you give that?
What you just said?
Yeah.
0. There's no way. Paul Bilzerian
Yeah,
is a
I'm gonna
is a
have to say 0
respectful,
too because why would he buy his own
respected
product?
member.
It's unaudited.
Talking about, dude. Of
It's
course, you're gonna say
unaudited.
0
Why
on
buy
all
your
of
own
mine.
product?
Paul Bilzerian. Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
No,
The
no,
SEC's
unaudited.
been
It's an
chasing
unaudited
Paul
thing.
Bilzerian forever. Okay.
Listen,
I've got another one.
Gordon
Look,
Gekko
yeah,
is my favorite character of all times, and this is like the real life Gordon Gekko.
Yeah,
I mean, we're talking
it
about I can't give him hate. I mean, the man is
What
a
are you
genius.
talking about? Okay, whatever. all right. All right, I got another idea. Okay? So
Yeah.
this is unaudited. Here's the second idea.
Okay.
Big brain, Dan Bilzerian. What did I say here? I can't even understand my own writing.
Still shocked. I gave a shout out to Paul Bilzerian.
Oh, here's one. Dan.
gotta
Okay,
respect the dad.
here's how he made it. Dan Bilzerian was so stressed out by watching Tom Nash's videos that he started buying up his own products, and revenue skyrocketed.
Wow, you're always doing the buying his own products. That's where you're losing me. Both theories
You
you
need
have
to
so
put
far,
it in
Steven,
H.
you're with
Put
me,
it in
and then
H,
you're like, so
Steven.
Dan Bilzerian
What are you
buys the product.
talking
It's
about?
like,
Okay,
why would
fine.
he buy his own product?
You're
It's
a
not
harsh
honest.
critic. Listen, hey, I'm talking to you at home. I'm not even appealing to Amisha. I know he's biased. He's biased.
What?
So I'm
Biased
appealing
what?
to you at home to back me up in the end. Think
Okay,
about how
go,
funny
go.
it would
The
be
Indian,
for. Hold on.
It's the Indian-Russian connection.
Think about how
We
funny
have
it
the
would be
Indian-Russian
if
connection.
Tom Nash had to tweet about Dan Bilzerian. I mean, me, I've only made one video about him. Him, he's made like 18 videos. So think about that when you're voting. Okay.
He's
Yo,
running
but I
scared
have
of you.
wait before you continue with your third. Your title was epic. I mean, your title will never be matched.
Thank you.
Dan
Appreciate
Bilzerian is having a bad year.
Oh my gosh.
I saw the title. I was like, yes.
That's nice.
My
It
my
shows that you're
latest
caring.
video is basically an attempt to replicate that title. Dan Bilzerian, The Reckoning. I was trying to go for that. The Reckoning with the W though.
Oh my gosh, the reckoning. That's funny. All right, here's another one.
Okay.
See, mine were kind of okay. Never. I feel so judged right now. By the
He
way,
buys
I hope
all
you
of his
guys know.
products in all five of
I hope
those?
you guys know. I feel very judged. I think Dan Bilzerian might have united with his poker star friends, won a quick $10 million with his incredible poker skills as a sharp poker shark, and then funneled that back into Ignite. And before Mish goes, that's impossible. You've got to understand, he's attacked on all sides by people like
Yeah.
Tom, myself, anyone who's making videos about him. And he's so, it's an ego thing for him at this point. This is the guy who his whole life is ego. So for him, he'll pay any price to prove the haters wrong. And so his business is failing. So he doesn't mind even taking a loss on the books, I believe.
Buying the product.
As long as he is he's proving the haters wrong.
Right. But if he buys it, why would he go unaudited? I feel like the unaudited on this document
No,
is
no,
a
no,
very
no.
bad
Hold
one.
on. Let me explain. This is getting. I don't want to get too technical about it.
Okay.
But
Unaudited is
every
fine.
financial report that comes out, first of all, comes out unaudited.
Yeah.
Right.
It goes through audit. The auditors have to go through it. It takes months.
So this
They
is
basically
standard
ask
procedure.
questions.
Thank you, Tom.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
But it's not that meaningful. The unaudited versus audited, there's not going to be major changes.
Right. So
It's-
he
it-
could have been buying his own product. Okay. Hey, fair enough.
How
dude.
many Bilzerian's heads does that get? Poker conspiracy.
Ooh, that's like a 3.5. That's a good one.
That's a
Thank
good
you.
one, actually.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
the poker
appreciate that.
ones-
I really
That's a
appreciate
good
I
one.
thought that
I
was a
mean,
good
now
one
that
too.
I understand why he would buy his own product, I kind of, they've all been like, okay.
Okay, so this
let's keep
one,
going.
this one requires.
Look at his beard though. He must have been using that CBD oil on the beard.
Oh, most definitely, most
I wanna buy
definitely.
it.
So this one requires a bit of context. So let me pull it up real quick. So there's this. So I believe it has to do with Mr. Beast. It's a Mr. Beast conspiracy. So Mr. Beast has this thing called "I'll buy anything and everything in a store," right? I
that we've
believe
helped-
he somehow accidentally went into Dan Bilzerian's warehouse and bought everything, and there was $10 million worth of product because nothing was selling. So he bought $10 million of worthless vape pens and donated them to a charity of kids, and now kids are hooked on weed. That's my theory.
Okay, the kids thing.
I don't
yeah.
know about that. But look at him.
You
He
always
just-
come in so hard at the end with something like that. The kids thing at the end is like, and now Mr.
Look
Beast
at
is
him.
selling weed
He
to
goes,
children.
I
and they're all
buy,
fucked up.
I buy everything into the store, and I think that somebody just was like, hey, this guy needs help. He's broke. He's falling apart. Dan's like, let me help him out. He seems like desperate, and then it's Dan Bilzerian's warehouse.
It's a great idea.
This one
It's
is
good
plausible,
publicity
actually.
Both ways.
Yeah.
It's plausible. Yeah, like
Thank
Mr.
you,
Beast could do
guys.
this.
Thank you.
That's a good one. Yeah,
Thank you.
that's actually what he should do.
Yeah,
Honestly,
but
at this point, instead of trying to sell, go to Mr. Beast and make a deal.
Okay, think about
Mr.
this
Beast
too.
can save you.
Here's
How
big,
rich is Mr. Beast though?
Think
Is he a
about big
billionaire
fo-
already?
Oh, dude, he has a burger.
But you don't need
chain.
$1 billion to do this. He's got $10
No,
million.
I think he's a legit billionaire though.
He might.
he has a 300
Look,
chain
look,
burger
look. Think about this. This is big forehead move. Think about if you're Mr. Beast, right?
Yeah.
You know Ignite is struggling. If you give him a profitable quarter, you can invest in his company, right? So you buy into his company, and you know when he releases Q4, it's going to pump, right? Because all of a sudden everyone thinks Ignite's profitable. So you could single-handedly make Ignite profitable by buying their products, invest in the company deeply, deep pockets, and then as soon as it pumps, you sell.
It's brilliant. I mean, Mr. Beast should do this. That's how he made his burger chain.
God forbid.
He made his burger chain.
How many
like
foreheads? Guys, how many?
300 okay, that's 4. That's 4.54. I'd give him 4
Thank you,
Bilzerians on that.
thank
What do you
you.
What are you saying, Tom? How many Bilzerians?
I'm saying that this would be a classic, chess 4D move.
Yes.
Something that Paul Bilzerian is known for, by the way. Paul is a 4D. His son is not, but Paul is a 4D chess man.
He's a 5D chess player, bro.
Yeah.
So you think
absolutely.
the dad just controls it all from behind? And do you think he's
Paul Bilzerian is one of the smartest people to ever.
He controls it all.
Do you think Paul Bilzerian's still doing what he's always done? Anybody think that?
Forever? No. What? Hey, Paul Bilzerian doesn't get to retire? Some of these guys get rich and they go out
these
of
people
the game.
don't. No.
Well,
People like
you have
Paul
to understand though that
don't
Paul
retire.
Bilzerian has put the SEC and the DOJ through the ringer, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
He made them look so bad.
Yeah. And Dan doesn't have that kind of skill.
No.
Dan's like a dumb.
No way.
So
No
Dan
way.
could be a dum-dum front man for Daddy's operation. So we need to get Mr. Beast talking to Daddy.
Well, we don't.
We
Yeah.
can make
So,
this happen.
Amish, can I get to my fifth idea, please?
Get to the fifth.
I'm
Let's
over
do it.
here
Let's
trying
do
to
it.
sell. Look, I
I'm
actually should
loving
be
the
nice
idea,
to you.
dude. That
Thank
that
you.
last one was great business advice.
Thank you.
You should just do that.
I have a new idea, and this is my final one. And this is sort of so I've taken the angles of Dan's responsible. Oh, there's an outside investor that may be doing this, like Mr. Beast. Now this is an interesting one. This is also very manipulative. Okay, have you guys ever heard of Enron?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, Enron, right? Obviously, gigantic. One of the big things with it was a gigantic accounting fraud. Fraud. So I put my head to work. Enron's no longer here. Let me put on my music.
By the way, I wrote my thesis about this case.
I didn't know that, but
wow,
you're gonna appreciate this even more. What happens to the Enron accountants who are now fired? They're looking for a job. Who's got money to pay to hire the Enron accountants?
Yep.
Who would look at something like Enron on a resume to be a positive thing? Yeah. Someone who needs their accounts to look better than they are. I think Dan Bilzerian hired Enron's accountants, maybe, and then got them to push the $10 million some funky accounting.
They might have seen your video. You said Dan Bilzerian is having a bad year, and these accountants go, "Hey, let me call him."
This one is a five Bilzerian heads.
Thank you.
Pretty tight.
Five facts with the X.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's my
I'll
five.
tell you something. Just so you know, and that's kind of when somebody says "just so you know," usually a boring story comes out of his mouth. Just so you know, it's actually very true. It's more true than you think. Back in the day of Enron, you know how we have the big four accounting firms: Deloitte, EY, Deloitte, PwC, KPMG, where there used to be five of them. They used to be called the Big Five. The biggest one of them all used to be called Arthur Andersen. It was a behemoth of an auditing company. The collapse of Enron collapsed the whole Arthur Andersen with them. It was that bad. So Arthur Andersen does not exist anymore. That was how cataclysmic this event was.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like Enron was such a big client that when Enron folds, they fold.
They fell apart. And I'm saying all these accountants, we're talking about thousands of people that potentially could have gotten hired by Ignite.
Yeah.
I mean, that explains the SG&A expenses. I mean, the massive... Exactly.
Wow.
Yep.
This is a five Bilzerian.
This is a five Bilzerian, 100%, dude. 100%.
Mr. Beast is doable, but this is like the top. Yeah, but that's the top. But yeah, top.
Enron employees are taking over, bro.
That's it. You have any
There's
Enron
a reason.
engineers?
Listen, they didn't call them the smartest people in the room for nothing.
That's right.
It's a great documentary.
They know how to do the finances. They know how to do some funky finances.
They know numbers, bro. And okay, so I got excited and dropped my list on my keyboard.
Okay.
I love this, dude. You're great for
Okay.
you're great for these like finance.
You're
things.
natural.
I love it.
You do. Yeah,
This
the
is,
finance
this
stuff
is
great
hilarious.
knowledge.
Hold on, let me finish typing up. Well, you can just start. I'm gonna type up all my ideas. I'm gonna type up yours as you go through them, so that I can have everyone review them at the end.
Okay. So
we're doing
my
top
first idea
from you versus top idea from him.
No. Let's do an aggregate approach. Trust me.
Okay, cool. Go.
Listen to mine. Okay, so first, mine are not like Steven. Steven is like on the funny side. Mine are strictly business. I'm talking business with the Z.
Mm-hmm.
Like legit accounting stuff. Number one, of course, we have to go with the plain vanilla. The most obvious answer that he either found a genie or sold his soul to the devil for $10 million. You have to consider this like the most obvious option.
Genie, devil. I like that you're coming in serious. No jokes here. Okay.
No jokes.
What's number
It
two?
has to be something paranormal like this. And my bet would be on the genie. because of all the smoke. You know, the ignite smoke. It sounds more like a genie, less like a
Ah, very
okay,
smart. Very
okay.
smart. Yeah.
And you know the devil is a goat a lot of times in mythology, in Christian mythology. It's a goat. It's like a black goat.
devil. Yeah,
And
it can be either
symbol
both,
is a
or it
goat.
can be a collab. It might have been a JV between a devil and a genie. I don't know, but
Okay.
okay. So this is number one. Number two.
Is that one Bilzerian head?
This is one Bilzerian head.
Okay.
That one was one.
Okay. Number two. Now this is a little bit. I used some creative accounting for this one, so it's going to be complicated. So bear with me, okay? He found $10 million inside his beard.
Wow, keeping it very serious. Keeping it
You know
very
what's funny
serious.
is Tom like is actually kind of a jokester. It's like that's so funny to me. You take it so seriously, but it's like.
Did you see the girth and thickness of this thing? The stuff that are probably inside.
Oh, it's horrific. Yeah.
Easily, there could have been a lottery ticket there.
Hookers. There's a lot in there. $10 million. I wouldn't be surprised.
A cashier's check for $10 million.
Why
sure.
not? Why not?
Why not? Okay.
Why not? Two Bilzerian heads. Okay. This one creates a little bit. Let's call it open head. None of this is real. We are all in the matrix, and this is not really happening.
Okay.
Three Bilzerian heads.
Universe is a simulation. Nick Bostrom.
Yes, everything is a simulation, and this
Very
is just
Euro.
like a glitch in the system. The system glitched, and instead of losing more money, he suddenly.
He logged into his bank and it was like, oops, you have $10 million.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Inception. I mean, everything is possible.
It's like a rounding error. It was like literally a rounding error. It was like
I think by tomorrow they're probably going to fix it,
and
and but think about it this way: by this time tomorrow, none of us will remember this. They'll fix the glitch, and we'll be back to normal.
Okay, go. Okay.
So we're just glitching. All of us are glitching.
Hey man.
Three Bilzerian heads.
These are getting worse. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, number four. This one is 4 Bilzerian heads. Dan is really bad at math, so he miscalculated the revenues.
This is the first thing that is like totally. I think
You see,
this is a 5 Bilzerian head actually.
That's actually a 5
this is
Bilzerian
all-
head. And you know, Steven, the problem we were having with yours is that you added on like something outrageous at the end. I was like, this is all plausible. And then at the end, it's like, he does this thing. And I'm like, I don't know if he'd do that. Whereas this,
He might be
less
just bad at math. I mean,
more possible. Bad at math.
remember how Kevin
That's true
David
no
was
matter
so
what.
bad at math, and he forgot like to subtract a zero. I don't remember. Like, yeah,
The
I mean,
thing is, that
he might
answer's
just-
so vague. It's true, even if it's not true.
He might be just bad at math. I mean,
He is
we all.
bad at
I suck at math. Yeah, I mean.
Honestly, dude, I think he had a viable business with all the people that were watching him.
Wait, we have one more though,
Yeah, we-
Mish.
But yeah, go ahead.
Wait, this one is the five Bilzerian
5
heads.
heads. Okay.
It's better be good.
Dan is being pranked by his accountants.
Okay.
5 Bilzerian heads.
That would be so funny. They're like, hey, what if we told Dad we just like were magically profitable this quarter? Look at this idiot. And then he like posts it up and they're like, ah.
That's good because he can get conned. I feel like Dan Bilzerian is like, when you see him on shows, he's like, I made 2 million on this and I made 5 million on that. And people are telling him, people are saying that he just got it all from his dad. He is easily scammable, I think. Those rich kids, I think, all are.
Wait, before we continue, it's really important that we say this. This is all satirical. We're just making jokes
Correct, of
Brother, we are not Russia now, brother.
This
We are
is,
not in Russia. Safe,
This
free,
is just
speak.
our opinions. We're just making some banter. Shout out to Dan.
Say what's in
Congratulations
your
on a
heart.
profitable
This is
fourth
America.
quarter.
This is America. This is not Putin, brother.
No,
Say
no,
what
no.
you want.
I
Say what
trust
you
me. Trust me. I miss this. I'm helping you by saying this.
Yeah, no.
Believe me.
He's absolutely right. Look, and no,
This is parody. We're
it's-
just doing parody.
It's also
Parody.
it's also true that it is parody. Yeah.
His life
Yeah.
is like a parody, actually. You're right. And
Look,
he's
nobody's
looking
gonna
at-
think that like the genie thing. Obviously, it's a joke. Listen, but Amish, now it's your time to shine. We've had our time to talk. Now you get a pick, top one, and then sell it to the audience if you want to sell it, or you can just give them the
Are
best
we doing
two.
no top two, and then let's let the audience decide
course.
on the top two. I'm gonna say your last one is the one. Bringing Enron in, I think that's sexy.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
the
yeah,
Enron
yeah,
accountants, I like that. We're going. We've had a generational theme here. The older generation teaches the younger generation, and that happens in these businesses. Tom, I was
Right.
telling Steven something very sad at the beginning of the show, or maybe before the show. I was telling Steven how like a lot of American medical technology, it came from like World War II. Like these scientists would test it out on on soldiers or whatever. It's sad, But it's true. You know what I mean? You just leave one organization, like a sociopath from one organization. The other organization says, hey, you were really good at that.
Hey, how do you think NASA was created, bro?
There you go.
You know the story about NASA.
I don't know, but it's
isn't it like Nazi or something? Like it's some crazy thing.
Yeah, the head of NASA was like a fucking avid Nazi.
Oh, I don't want
They
to
just
know.
fucking.
I don't want to. Hey, Amish,
This was like in the 50s, bro. But he stopped.
Yeah.
What?
He stopped being a Nazi. I mean, he said that he doesn't want to do it anymore. So they're like, oh, here you go, here, take NASA.
I mean, if they have the knowledge, you just got to give them the pardon and bring them in and tell them to like, hey, give us your aspirin or whatever you found. But
They were like, are you sure you don't want to be a Nazi anymore? It's like, I swear.
The Enron guys would totally work on that. The Enron guys could have seen one of your guys' videos and said, give Dan a call.
This guy needs This guy needs help. Yeah, I agree. So what about Tom though? Tom has a lot
Tom,
of.
though, I'm gonna say pranked by his account. Well, that's interesting too because it pranked by his
Those are
accountants.
both accountants though.
Those are now Enron accountants. So that's definitely what's happening then. It's almost like you both came to the same conclusion. But I think honestly, Dan Bilzerian is bad at math.
I like that one.
Like that's technically true no matter what. This guy really screwed up. I mean, he had a following that he could have built a modest weed company off of. And like so many of these goddamn con artists, you realize that if they weren't dumb and if they didn't want like free money so bad, they could have just run an honest business. But, you know, I don't know what he did. I don't know how he screwed it up.
Get ready for the poll, guys.
Let's do it.
Hey, Tom, this is a lot's on the line here, bud.
Let's do
Listen, I have no chance of winning this poll.
What are you talking about? Yes, you do.
Listen.
You look at you. Look at you trying to sway these people. Look at you trying to sway them. This is so dirty.
Give me
What's the Indian referee? Indian referee. So implying corruption.
Look, I would feel so bad for you if you lost, Tom, because it's like for me, I don't care. It's like a tweet, but for you, people are gonna wonder what happened to Tom Nash. So I'm gonna go ahead and vote for you in my own poll.
Oh, yeah, I should vote on this, eh?
But it would be fun. It would be honestly really funny if everyone voted for Enron accountants.
No, bad at math. Honestly, bad at math is like undeniable. It's true no matter what. Whereas Enron accountants, great story. I don't know. Enron accountants, best story, best answer, but I don't know.
Let's see it. Come on, let's get the music going. Where's the music?
Let's go.
Sadly,
guys, put some votes in.
The Enron accountants, jokes aside.
Hey, what is this?
Wow.
Dude, y'all need to vote for Enron accountants right now.
Tom Nash,
what is going on?
Be great.
I'll give it 30 seconds before we close it. I need
Listen,
I have 30 seconds to get me back on top.
You were winning. Would you have kept it open?
Listen.
Yeah.
While we wait, I'll tell you a story. The Enron accountants probably couldn't get an accountant job ever. I mean, they're all burned.
True. Legally.
Zero chances. If you have Enron on your resume back in the 90s or the 2000s, I mean, whenever this happened, I keep forgetting. I mean, you're fucked. Sorry,
unless you have Dan Bilzerian.
Paul Bilzerian says, "Hey, I need that talent."
Are y'all ready?
The documentary.
We're getting that hype music going.
Uh-oh.
It's going to be the last click that decides it all.
I can't believe you're
Guys,
doing a
this is the last stand for me. Please. I need help.
I can watch.
I can't believe you're doing a recount, dude.
Tommy win, Tom.
Guys, vote. Don't let this stop the steal. Hashtag stop the steal. In the comments here. Hashtag stop the steal. Guys, stop the steal.
Hashtag storm the mansion.
Tell me when, Tom. No, you're telling me when.
No, let's do it, bro.
That's good. We stopped the steal. We stopped the steal.
Cut this off! What is this music? This sucks!
Russia wins. Russia 1, America 0.
I'm muting Tom right now. I'm muting Tom. I've had enough from him. I muted him. He's done.
Get mute. Yeah, that's good, man. Dude, I love the financial details. This is great. Wow, Steven's really mad. He's really angry, eh? Are you gonna get over this? Hey, it's a joke poll. They look to you as a moral figure, Steven.
I'm depressed.
You got to be a happier loser than this.
I'm sad. I've been failed by my community.
Look at Tom.
I trusted you guys to do what was right. And I really honestly won by a landslide, but I think the straw poll was rigged. Russian hackers, interference. This is going to be the saddest tweet I've ever had to write in my life. Oh, this is honestly super painful right now. I'm writing in right now. Dan Bilzerian is not a fraud. Ignite is the greatest company of all time. And I'm going to tag you, Tom. Are you on Twitter? Oh, he's muted. He can't even say.
You muted him.
I muted him.
You muted him.
All right, I'm not going to tag him. Wow, guys.
What is it? Guy, don't be so stingy on the
I'm
tag. Just tag.
so sad right now.
Oh my God. No
Let's
tag?
go back. Let's go back. No, I don't think he has a thing.
Don't post it. Don't post it.
Don't post it.
I can't see it on Twitter, bro.
You're so mad that you're like, I'm not tagging. He's so mad that he lost. He's like, I'm not even going to tag you.
Anyway, here we go. This is proof of the legitimacy of the count. We counted all the votes using this bead machine.
Beautiful. Yep.
So here you go. Proof. No rigging.
It's up.
All right, guys. Well, it's been fun. Get this music out of here. I got to go cry a little bit. Thank you for watching. Great show. Thanks, Tom, for coming on.
Tom,
appreciate you. We decided about Ignite. I guess I believe it's a real company now. Thanks. That's because of you guys at home. Man, we didn't stop the steal. I feel bad.
Can we go? Can you go back and say I believe Ignite is a real company, and then I'll say in a related news, hell froze over and a bunch of other stuff like that. Let's not do it. I mean,
yeah, do
nice.
that.
The tweet is what the tweet is. You can't rewrite the rules, Mr. Nash.
It'll make you feel better. Say hell froze over.
No.
It'll make you feel better.
It is what it is. It is what it is. You guys did it to me. Thanks a lot. And thank you at home for watching. Guys, this has been a great show. We appreciate you. This is what the Drip is here for, the congregation. We're scam busting. We're revealing YouTube. We're exposing Dan Bilzerian. We're exposing the OnlyFans. We're exposing them all. So please subscribe, share with your friends.
Hold on. I almost forgot. Jesus, fuck. Wait. Do we have 5 minutes? Non-Bilzerian related.
You won. Yeah, you're the winner.
It's going to be a great
Hold
clip.
on. Do you want to hear a story about how a bunch of bus drivers, mailmen, and gardeners screwed half of Wall Street? I mean, when I say screwed, I mean finished people's careers literally in the past few days.
We should have a segment called Tom's Tales. Let's bring him on.
No, this happened now. This is happening as we speak.
Tell us.
Can you pull up on the screen the share price of GameStop, please, Steven, if you don't mind? Let me tell you a story about what short selling is. You know how they sell short sellers of stock, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this stock is now trading at almost $60. You see this little Tesla spike?
Why couldn't you tell us 2 days ago?
This is a Wall Street Bets thing.
Yes. Let me explain to you what happened. This is epic.
No, I've gone through it. Please explain it. This is great. This is a great clip. Okay, actually. Let's set this up like a YouTube clip. This could be a YouTube clip.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be looking at how GameStop managed to evade the short sellers because of Wall Street Bets. And to tell us the story, we've got Mr. Financials, Tom Nash. Tell us what happened, Tom.
And winner of the poll.
Tell us the story.
Okay. So this is a story about how a bunch of blue collar workers, bus drivers, gardeners, postmen, your garden variety, service providers, baristas, taxi drivers, have managed to bring Wall Street to its knees. It's not even funny. When you see the numbers, you'll understand.
Okay.
Now, this is a stock, GameStop. By the way, I just want to say this is my personal opinion. It's trash. It's a hot pile of garbage. Do not buy this stock.
That's what Wall Street Bets loves, though. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so this stock used to be trading at like $3 or $4, not a long time ago. And what happened is when stocks are trash, a lot of people get attracted to them, which are called short sellers. Now, what are short sellers are? It's really interesting. You know how you buy a stock and you hope it goes up?
Mm-hmm.
Simple, right? They're the opposite. They'll sell a stock they don't own and hope the price goes down.
Right.
And now you would say, well, how you crazy, Tom? How would you sell something you don't freaking own? Well, they borrow the stock,
options.
They sell it to somebody, and they wait for the price to drop. But wait, while they do this whole little procedure, the clock is ticking, and they're on the clock. So they're paying interest on these borrowed stocks, which is quite a lot. Now, this is nothing. The interest is, I mean, you can handle the interest, but what happens, because when the time runs out and you have to close the margin with your brokerage and pay them back the stock that you borrow from them, but you can't freaking buy this stock because instead of $3, it's now costs $60 per share. You just lost your entire pants, house, kids' college funds, everything in a matter of days.
Oh, this is
now,
amazing. I see where this is going.
Now, this is short selling in just like in a very layman terms. But what happened here is the best short squeeze I've seen in my life. And short squeezes have been done for decades, but this is the first time we've seen the general public put a short squeeze on like professional institutional investors. This is crazy.
A short squeeze is what? It's when somebody's shorting the market and you squeeze them by like basically raising the price.
So let me explain. You know how, so Wall Street Bets is pretty much where all the morons are. And I consider myself one of these people because these are like, it's a cesspool of idiots, which I'm part of. So these cesspool of idiots, I go there for the memes. I don't go there for investment advice, but I just find it really amusing. So Wall Street Bets essentially picked the stock, and they did the same thing with BlackBerry, but it's a different video. And they said, okay, this stock is garbage. Everybody knows it's garbage. A bunch of people from the institutional side are shorting the stock because usually short sellers are not individuals. It's too expensive, too dangerous. So they were like, okay, everybody YOLO on the stock. Now, YOLO in Wall Street Bets terms means you take whatever you have, whether it's $50 or $50,000, and you buy everything at any price, at any cost. Wow. So everybody YOLO the stock. The price went from like $3 or $4 into the 60s. And all these people who were shorting the stock were like, well, if it goes to $10 to $20, this just went to $60. So at some point, the brokers who lent them these shares are going to be like, hey, buddy, you need to close that margin. And if you can't get the shares, we're buying it at $60 a pop, meaning you owe us $70, $80 million. And just to give you an example, I know a guy who shorted Nikola stock and was gambling on a certain date when the price will go down. And because he missed that price by a couple of weeks, he lost like $2 or $3 million. And that was mild. And we're talking about tens, maybe hundreds of millions of dollars.
There's a documentary about this. There's a great documentary.
Yes, The Big Short. But there's one even better. The one with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd from the 80s or the 90s.
Yeah, that's classic. That's a classic movie. That's like a comedy movie. But then have you seen the documentary about the short stalker? Like the short guy?
Yeah, the betting on zero.
Oh, yeah. But wait, this has not been done in history. We have never seen a short squeeze done by
retail traders.
By retail traders. I mean, this is like a game-changing event. We have a team of people from the playground beating NBA players in the fucking NBA game. This is what happened here. This is insane.
That's insane.
And it's all for the meme. That's like the crazy thing is that all of it is driven not by any analysis.
Oh, you have to go to Reddit and show the meme of the plane they have. Everybody aboard the GME plane. This is so funny. You have to show it.
Just Wall Street Bets did this as a prank kind of thing to be like, hey, let's see if we can pull this off.
Listen, Amish, they made a lot of money, of course. Don't forget.
Okay, yeah.
But this was mainly for entertainment purposes. I mean, this is just them being like, I mean, it's almost as if they're saying, you know,
where's the
you're Wall Street.
Oh wait, hold on.
There's a meme with the everybody aboard the GME something. No, the plane meme.
I love their logo.
It's the one with that TV show. James what's his name?
Was it posted recently?
Scroll down a little bit more.
I'll look for it.
James Corden. What's his name? I forget his name. The Late Show.
Oh yeah.
The late show host. The guy from England.
Let me find it on my own. Hold on.
Things. So what? They had it on? He had it on the show?
No. They used one of his clips as a meme for the gym.
Right.
Okay, let's go. Yes, that's the one. That's the circle. But you have to hide everybody so they can see the subtitles. Right. Okay. Hold on. Stop. So you saw the name on the screen, Ryan Cohen.
Yep.
That's an important piece of the puzzle. Pause this for a second. Ryan Cohen, when it says Ryan Cohen, pause it. Now, who the fuck is Ryan Cohen? Now, Ryan Cohen is an important piece of this. Without him, this whole thing doesn't happen. And inadvertently, he had no idea he's being used. Ryan Cohen is the guy from Chewy. Now, Chewy is the Cinderella story. Chewy was like a brick and mortar failing business, and he turned it around into an e-commerce monster. Massive, massive success.
It's the pet store, right? We use that store. All the time. Yes. Yeah.
And now he actually invested in GameStop. So he invested in GameStop, and there was some good PR about it, and that started kind of the launch pad. He actually bought a lot of shares. So they used him to start the hype. But wait, Ryan Cohen literally made from this mess $300 million. His shares, unintentionally, he had no idea this is going to, of course, he's not part of it. Ryan Cohen is he doesn't need this shit. I mean, he's a billionaire. But I'm saying his shares went up by 300 million because of the short screen. He just literally just joined like 2 months ago. Wait, now play the clip. Now play the clip.
He has credibility.
Hold on.
Wait, you're gonna get the.
I don't want to get copyright claimed. Yeah.
Yeah, no music.
Okay, this guy. Can I tell a little bit about this guy, Tom?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, this is Deep Effing Value. He's a user. So this guy, like a year ago, it's because I looked into this too. I looked into this literally last night because it's hilarious. You can go find all the lore. The lore is really interesting because there's a lot more than we're going to talk about here. This is a user who basically YOLO did a call, right? He did a call on GameStop, and it was set to expire in like February of 2021. Okay? Like a year ago or over a year ago. Now, when he did this, everybody is just like basically slamming this guy for what an idiot he is, because obviously everything about GameStop is bad, right? Like who's going to invest in GameStop? So they're like, why would the price go up? A call is when you think the price is going to go up instead of shorting where you think the price is going to go down. Okay. So that's like sort of the context. Everyone's messing with him, and he just starts posting like GME update. And it's like, he's lost like 50% of his value. His position. Everyone's like, shouldn't have done this. You're an idiot. Idiot for YOLOing. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't cut his losses. He just stays in it. He posts another update. Still down. Maybe a little bit more. Posts another update. By July, he's like up to $300,000. Now people are getting interested. And the Wall Street Bets community starts to like see this guy who's basically on a mission from God that nobody believes in but him. And so everyone's like, oh, this guy, they start saying diamond hands. That's like one of their memes of like, you're steady. You believe in yourself. They go diamond hands. So they got this
there's
guy.
a whole language about Wall Street Bets.
There's a whole language. Yeah. So they go diamond hands. I love the bull. This guy's a bull, right? So everyone starts to like go, oh, interesting. So he posts another update like in August or something, right? $800,000. This position, what was the original position worth? It was like 100,000 or something, something small, but like 8x'd his money. So then he gets like this famous post from a guy who goes, sell, bro, sell. This is life-changing money. Like, it's not a joke anymore. Like, it's not a meme. Like, actually sell. So this is in the thing. Like, it's part of the comment history. He doesn't sell. It comes to like November. He posts another update.
He says, no.
The calls are worth $2 million. 2 million from 100,000, and it was the worst call ever. So everyone's freaking out. They're like, he's still in it. They didn't know. They thought he sold. He's still in it. So they go, sell, haha, you got it, you made it. The guy doesn't sell. He posts another update. He's down to 1 million. Everyone's laughing at him again. You should have sold with 2 million. He doesn't sell. The guy goes, and by the way, the closer it gets to expiration, the more risky it is because you don't have any time to make it back, right? Like you don't have any time. The option's worth less. So it's getting closer.
It's like life insurance.
It's getting
the older you get, the shittier it is.
Yes. Yeah. So it's getting closer, Amish. He posts an update on recently, January like 10th or something. The price is, and now everybody in Wall Street Bets is so invested that they all start giving attention to this thing. His calls are worth $8 million. What? He made himself a millionaire just by a long shot call on a garbage stock while short squeezing everybody else. And then everybody from Wall Street Bets has been driving up. The more attention goes to this, the more that all he has to do is hold on, and he's going to kill it.
Yeah.
So he still hasn't sold with $8 million.
Oh wow, dude, that's hilarious. And
now
it's like
he has
GameStop is a
to.
joke stock.
He has
They're
to.
like,
Wait,
stock
let's watch
that's
the
not
meme.
worth
Let's watch the
anything.
meme.
Yeah.
Kill my image and let's watch the meme. Yeah.
Watch the meme. So that's who Deep Effing Value is.
Oh, I love it. Thanks. I love how he just
They all call themselves autists, by the way, because they basically say we're all retarded. That's what they all say.
Rockets retract.
I don't want to play too much of it consecutively.
I like how
play,
they're
don't play
acting
it.
like it's a movie.
Don't play
or
it. Don't
something,
play it.
and they're giving
Don't
themselves
play it. Don't play it.
credits.
You get copyrighted. Don't play it.
Yeah, we get copyrighted quite a bit.
What does that say?
I didn't
their
catch it.
titles. What does it say?
Kramer, if he stops being gay.
That's just.
That's like one of their memes about like Jim
whatever.
Kramer.
Wow. What? It
But
really
yeah, they took it to the moon. They took it to the moon, bro.
They took it to the moon, and they keep doing this. They did this with Hertz. Hertz, I think.
They're doing it now. They're doing it now. Listen, if you want to get on the next short squeeze, I'm not saying you should. The next short squeeze is the way BlackBerry. They're short squeezing BlackBerry.
So they call everybody who does it, who's like basically a market realist and doesn't believe that everything should just go up forever. They call them gay bears. So you're a gay bear if you don't believe in the bull run, right? And so
Yeah.
they literally emoji a bear and then a rainbow. You're a gay bear.
It's like that documentary. He's like, Herbalife is a scam. I'm betting against it. And then he loses in the end because they just got a good CEO from Disney or whatever. But that's what that guy was doing too. It's like it's a business. Short selling is a business. You're looking for businesses that are like, this is overvalued.
I think this is the time, Amish, 100% correct. I'm glad you said it. Now it's the serious part of the video. Please, please, please do not short sell stocks if you're not an institutional investor. It's not a good idea. It's very dangerous. Do not do it.
Right, because you can blow up your account. I mean, like easily.
Do not do it. Even if you're sure. There's no sure things other than that we're going to die and we're going to pay taxes.
Hey, there's a famous line. It's something kinds. He basically says the market can remain irrational longer than you can remain solvent. Meaning the market can do dumb stuff before longer than you can basically stay in business. And the idea is that people say, well, it eventually has to go down. It may eventually go down, but not before you're bankrupt. So that's the warning.
Let me tell you a story about how the market and here's a story that emphasizes this, and we can end with this. I was on my way out of the Twin River Casino in Rhode Island with pretty hefty winnings from forgot the name of the game where it goes up to 21. I was so horrible this game. Blackjack. I was so horrible that I managed to win quite a lot of money by just playing. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just knew how to count to 21. Won somehow a lot of money on my way out, and I decided to play the roulette. And the roulette came to 0. So no color wins. So like, okay, there's no way it's going to be a 0 again. It's irrational. So I ended up staying for 5 times consecutive, 5 times on 0. And I was like,
whoa.
I was like, this is proof that the world can be much longer a crazy irrational place than you have money for.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Simple.
We've got this all jacked up right now, guys. I
Hey,
apologize.
I don't know how bad my internet is. My
It's
internet's
really
getting choppy.
bad.
I apologize.
Yeah.
But I just want to say to our congregation, hey, let's bet on people winning, not people.
He closes out. Amish, baby, what's going on? All right, boys. I guess that's that. Thank you for coming.
How about we bet on people winning, not... I'm putting it in the comments.
Dude,
I think
you're absolutely, this is a disaster. Disaster. You're just...
It just disaster.
Let's play him out, huh? Let's play him out with the world famous new song. Huh? Let's
do it.
Where is it? Let's play it out. What is it? The Scammer Anthem. Thanks for coming, guys. We really appreciate you, as always. Just type to him, Amish. You don't have the internet to talk.
That's what I'm doing. I'm just giving up on the internet and I'm just typing to them.
Yeah.
But honestly, man, that whole short selling nonsense, it's so true. It's fundamentally flawed. It's garbage. Stop doing that.
I'm a scammer. I'm a scammer. Gonna rip you off, take you down. Gonna rip you off, take you down. With a hammer, I'm a scammer. I'm a scammer.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you all so much. Keep dancing. Find some way to dance. Let's bet on people winning, not on people losing.
Nobody else I'm a scammer.
Nobody else.
I'm a scammer.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Scammer.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
Appreciate
guys, work on your dating profile.
Work on your dating profile. We love ya.
COVID, make an
Thanks
effort.
for
Love ya.
watching. Subscribe. We'll see you next time.
I'm scared of that communist scamish.